nose really that big that it pops out first? I don't know
Yes,
how
it
to
is. Also, that was the first thing that was said when the audio went back over to your stream.
Oh, that was creepy. Ruined.
Jokes the suck.
Nose.
All right. Last time we left off, the team now in Abris with a lavish hotel had a father-daughter with friends dinner, steak dinner with everyone, with Soma and the group. You're able to figure out a few pieces of information. It was agreed upon that you will follow Silic with some hesitancy to the Shadowfell to take care of the problem with the curse residing in Dahlia herself. With only really another full day left before this, you guys have a new day ahead of you. Before this, though, you all have individual dreams. Some of them connected, but each your own. Some are about large structures that are being built in different locations. Some about constellations. Some just about the depths of the sea itself. But no matter what, you all wake up and you all find a piece of information. All different pieces, but you're eventually able to figure out that there is a common to all of them. The ink and the specific style of writing has to be done by the same person, or has to have at least been taught in the same kind of instruction. This is common in a lot of areas of the Feywild, but it was deduced that there is one study, one location, one location itself, one school that has this as its primary, which is the Magical School of Mullane, run by Aiden. So that's where we left off. It is a new day.
But only Nova knows that.
True. Only Nova knows that.
I haven't told anybody.
We're all just suffering instead and waiting.
It is a new day. Next day is supposed to be the day to head off to head to the Shadowfell. So, you guys are still in the hotel right now. The day is yours.
Play the DM. Did I get a time that the
Noon.
unsaid? Okay. Wake up, chill, try not to make a scene.
I think we all had that little early morning conversation, and everything else happened like right after we woke up. The way
Yeah, I
things ended
started
last.
immediately when we woke up.
Okay.
So all that had happened. Didn't it end with the two of us going at it?
Yes,
Yes, it
it was you two going at it.
But there was something the rest of us were talking about doing. What was it?
A second. Yeah, back in the mood.
So a lot of you were talking about going to go speak to the Weaver. There was another.
The Weaver.
Or the
and there was
maid?
Also,
You also wanted
Yeah,
to go
the
speak to
mage.
Tareen.
I'll talk to Archmage Tareen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which Tareen is always at the Central Citadel, or at least at the time that you were being told to meet up with her, that she's at the Central Citadel. The Central
Give
Citadel.
her space because she is very busy, so we should keep it light.
Yeah, keep it light.
Why not to keep it light?
She does not really have time to just answer thousands of questions. But from what you know, the Central Citadel is kind of a mix of a bunch of high-functioning businesses, everywhere from kind of it being the capital building of this part of town to it being kind of, there is like a blacksmith that does all of the the blacksmith that resides there is the blacksmith that specifically makes all the weapons for the actual army of Avarice. To a mage that makes a bunch of different scrolls for Avarice armies, that kind of stuff.
If the rest of the group is going to find this mage, they'll notice I am pieced out. I am gone. I'm in a shadow Bjorn because he was acting real suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Yeah, I think Bjorn. I think you just walked out at the end of the thing, didn't
Yeah,
you?
you just walked
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Fucking deuced it.
He just walked out.
Okay.
I disappeared.
There's goodbye, son.
Joe, question.
Yeah.
Did someone tell us where he was staying?
He told Manon where he was staying.
Okay.
Chill.
I
Yes.
know where that is. I definitely didn't leave it in my notes in Wisconsin. I know where that is.
He does have a residence. It is on the opposite side of the lake. So it's going to be like bottom here.
I know that information, and I am
So
not telling anyone until they ask.
so basically the side of the lake you guys are on are for guests. Like the room that you have is for diplomats, anyone from that they need to give kind of a royal greeting to is where you're currently staying. The side he's on are actually for kind of almost permanent residents. Anybody who either has money and has a really, waterfall scenery kind of house, or they have just been granted like a 3-month here's your room kind of like that, like an Airbnb kind of thing.
I was just gonna say Airbnb. Okay.
Very posh Airbnb.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, I mean, yeah, we see that Bjorn left. I guess then Azalia bamped out. I'm just gonna be like, I guess we should probably go talk to that mage, huh?
Probably.
It's not getting any shorter, gotten any longer.
I have lots of questions.
Do we need to talk to your dad at all, Manon? Where would he even be?
Across town.
Do we need to talk to him at all today, or are we good?
I think we should
Where
see
he
what
talked
the
out
group
last
says
night.
first. Maybe we can cross compare some stuff and then go from there.
Maybe when Bjorn gets back, we should probably go talk to the Mind Weaver at that point then.
If
Mhm.
Bjorn comes back.
Who knows?
When we go talk to her, we need to know which questions we're going to ask. So
We've got
is she
3
part of-
more, right?
Yes. We have 3 more.
Things I want to ask, but I don't know if I've got the right way to say it. The
And
right
we
things to
also,
ask.
from what we were talking about, it's possible that, she could be in cahoots. Cahoots? Yeah, that word.
Mhm.
For what she knows
with-
about Remus.
Yes. So we need to tread carefully to a point.
I'm sure we'll need to take whatever she says with a grain of salt.
That too.
Well,
That
she
we
might
reveal
have
to
some
her.
information that's useful.
How much do we want to let her know we know?
Probably not a lot.
Games.
Probably get
Yes.
going.
I start walking out the door. I'm assuming we're leaving.
I follow.
Same.
We'll start off with Bjorn and Azalia. They left first. Azalia, give me a stealth check as you're following Bjorn. Bjorn, give me a perception check. Just, you're already being conscious that you don't want anybody to find out you're going here. So you're probably keeping your head on you're just making sure nobody's following you.
I'm just picturing someone with wings going dun 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 dun. Trying to be all sneaky.
Da-da-da!
She
16.
what she wants is 17.
What'd you get?
17.
Okay. So just being sneaky enough that Bjorn, you're for certain, no one's following you. You're doing a really good job looking out, but she's doing just a bit better. You're looking down, she's flying up. You look up just in case one of your friends is flying. She's hiding behind a bush. She's a couple steps ahead of you, but just a couple. You're content. It's about noontime. You make your way to the shop. You see the same shopkeeper there from before. Ah, welcome in the person that I do not know. Come.
I will follow.
Okay. You see that there's already like a few people that are like getting ready. It looks like this class is kind of like for some people who've maybe already started. It's not always like an introductory class. It's kind of like they're going to mix the introductory with maybe some seasoned people. There's already some stuff set on your table, plus a couple other people that might be starting new too. To kind of, there's immediately like when you go into this store, there's already like a blast of herbal and fruity smells. But in here, it's a lot more raw. People are mixing things that maybe they're like, you know what? Yeah, I should mix like some pepper smell with some kind of fruit, and it doesn't smell fantastic. And it definitely opens up the sinuses. You can definitely smell that some people do a really good job. Some people experiment the wrong way. Azalia, knowing that he is keeping an eye out, but you're staying out of his sight, you do see that he makes his way to a candle store.
Mm-hmm.
Do you go inside?
No, I'm very confused, and I peer through the window.
Okay. You peer through the window, and you got to kind of like peek through because there's like the window is covered with different kind of already pre-made candles. Give me a perception check, Azalia.
Okay. 12.
Can't find Bjorn. You can see a shop, but that's all you see. You came in here, but you don't know where he went. As far as you can tell, if you keep looking through the window, maybe he went somewhere in the shop that you can't really see from the point of view of the window. What do you do?
Let me see, because I don't think I have a disguise. Oh, hang on. Spells. I have spells.
Yes, you are a spellcaster.
I am. I keep forgetting that. I am going to cast Disguise Self.
Okay.
And I am going to make myself just look like a regular brown-haired human.
Okay.
And pull my wings in as much as they can so that I'm not a bull in a china shop and knocking stuff off the counters, and I'm going to walk in.
For the second campaign in a row.
Hopefully, Zephinia's daughter will be more sneaky than she ever was.
So, by all intents and purposes, like you hide your horns, your wings, but they are still technically there. So you still have to be conscious of like where your wings are at, even though you don't see them. You guys still have to be conscious of the height of your horns, even though it's not being visible. You gotta be conscious of your tail, even though it's not there. But you do appear as a human. I just want a dexterity check from you just to make sure that, I mean, you can't see these extremities that you're hiding, but they're there, and I want to make sure that you are being conscious of your invisible extremities so they don't hit things.
14?
You almost a couple times, but you immediately, like, when you turn, you forget you got wings, you immediately kind of grab like the feathers of your wings, but no one notices that you kind of grab the air, you kind of pull them down, and you kind of get used to the feel. It's still kind of awkward. You know, you're walking a certain way where it looks a little like you're kind of being really, really conscious of something that people don't see. A different person comes over and walks up to you before you get around the corner. As you walk in, as you see a gnome come up to you. Greetings. How can I help you?
Hi. I was curious. I haven't seen your shop before, so what all do you have in here?
Well, we have many, many fine candles, odors, and different lighting materials. Mostly different custom-made candles that we have, but we do have many different perfumes that you could maybe attract the fair sex or whatever you choose of your own, if that's not of your liking.
Oh, do you mind showing me what all you have? I mean,
Well,
Where
what,
everything is?
what are you looking for specifically?
you know, just some stuff, some good smelling stuff. I don't
She's
know.
gonna
if it's
make
a
an insight
candle or
check on you.
Perfume, but something nice.
Perfume. She takes you over. Well, come here. She starts like kind of going over different kind of perfumes. Some of them are meant to buy for other people. Some of them are for yourself. Go
Do I
ahead.
see Bjorn at all?
Not yet. He's a little bit further
Okay.
back. He's not like in meat extension. You gotta go like to the back of the store and like to the left. I need you to give me a Constitution check as you're
Oh,
smelling
God.
these things, and it's a lot of odors going on at once.
12.
12. You kind of, she keeps like spraying them and kind of wiping them towards you. Oh, all right. And you kind of, as you immediately like sneeze and you kind of catch it, but like for a brief instant, you're pretty sure your color changed and you switched back. She's like, whoa. Oh, God. My eyes. Wow. That was crazy. For a second, I thought you looked red.
Oh, there's a lot of smells in here. I'm seeing things too. You know, you look a little blue. Ugh. Maybe perfume is not the best thing. What kind of candles do you have?
Well, I mean, if you can't handle our perfumes, you probably can't handle our. You know, I'm gonna have to actually say, you know, maybe, and I hate to pull a customer away, but maybe this shop isn't for you. If you need something later, I can always suggest a different shop.
My friends, they really like smelly things, and
They really like smelly things.
I usually don't come into the smellies because it
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
bothers my senses.
I mean, unfortunately, we are a more potent aroma shop, and I don't think you can. This is all for your health that you should not be here. You know.
I'm okay. It's their birthday, and I really want to get them something nice.
Okay. Well, what do they like? What does this person like?
Sea salt
Tea salt.
smells.
I'm sorry.
Sea-
I think there was a few different things called that at once there. Maybe you got to be more specific.
The ocean.
They like the ocean. Okay.
Uh-huh.
She takes you back over to the front of the building. Okay, well, we got different candles that are a little bit more somber, like the ocean. She kind of like pulls over like kind of like the drawer that comes out of like the front glass window and has some more like clean, less powerful aromas, but it still smells like they've been basking in the aroma of other ones. So there's still like a hint of other smells on them, but it's definitely not as strong. But she's definitely showing you off to the front of the building, kind of like, well, if you like lighter ones, our lighter ones are at the front, and more potent ones are near the back.
What about they do like the ocean, but they also like islands and volcanic and ash. What do you have for ash?
Okay, I got something for that. Stay here. I don't want you to come back there. I'm afraid you're going to have some kind of allergic reaction. Stay here. I'm going to go grab a couple for you, and I'll be right back, okay? And she starts walking off, and she
Well,
kind of...
I can cover
No,
my
no, no.
nose. I like to see them.
No, you're good. I'm afraid that you're going to get this huge allergic reaction. We're going to get sued by the health department. I don't want that. Just stay right there.
The old health department.
The old health department.
Just...
I'm going to peer
The
down the
knighthood of
hallway.
hygienics.
From where you're standing, you cannot see where Bjorn is. Bjorn, what's your passive perception?
$14.
Through all this, a large sneeze immediately hearing one of the shopkeepers like, no, stay there. I don't want to get in trouble. And he's like, no, I'm fine. You can definitely hear a familiar voice in the shop.
Fuck my voice. I can change myself, but not my voice.
That's true. Disguise only does so much.
Physical roll 20 on this. Azalia, I know you love it. Evens or odds?
Why? Why odds? I'm doing odds. Evens are never good.
Azalia, would you like to find Bjorn or no?
Yeah.
God damn it. Bjorn will recognize Azalea's voice.
Shit.
Even though he's trying to contemplate on the waxes he's going to pick out to make his candle. And he'll walk over and look at the service staff. Forgiveness, she's with me. And he'll look at, like, her human form. You fucked it up. I already know it's Azalia. And we'll grab her by the elbow. Fine. You want to see what it is? Fine. Come on. And shh.
Hi, sir, that I've never met before. Where are we going?
They know. You know. I know you know. I know. So,
How'd you
and
know?
I will. Have you met you?
Okay, fine. Fair point. What are you doing here?
You head back into the room that he was in.
Hey.
You see a bunch of people making candles. Some of them look like they're seasoned. You do see other people sitting there that look like they're novices, and you see like these spirits behind them, and they're kind of like, some of them are helping, so they're kind of like going behind them, and they're kind of helping their hands, kind of messing with the clay and doing different things with the waxes. And there's a spirit standing there waiting for Bjorn. Are we ready to continue?
What? You were hiding? You were baking candles?
If you're going to be here, just don't. I just don't. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't have to stay. I was a little worried. You were a little weird.
You're here now. And
Okay.
truth to be told, if I was going to pick any of our group to see me as in a slight, it would be you.
Well, it's a cool hobby, but I'm gonna sit and just kind of stay quiet and watch.
Okay. Bjorn, you get back to it?
I get back to it, asking if, in the beginning of my candle, if I could get black roses and orange lilies.
Okay. Spirit summons black rose, orange lilies, sits behind you and starts coaxing your hands to start making the candle.
Oh. Cool. Cool.
So Azalia, you're just seeing them sit there, just trying to focus, and just see this random spirit just sitting back there and just kind of just coaxing the arms to do something, as it's kind of like just kind of sitting right behind him, a little too uncomfortably close.
I look back at this area like I got a secret.
I don't say anything, but what is running through my mind is, what the fuck is going on? See why he was hiding this?
Now you know. A brothel was a much better.
I will just sit and observe.
Oh god, the memes. Oh,
Now I'm curious.
oh no. Oh no. Chat, the group chat. You won't ever know, but believe me. The group chat.
All right, so back over to the rest of the group. You guys leave the hotel. Where do you guys go? Do you guys go over to go see Tareen? Do you guys contact the Weaver? What do you do?
Terrain first, I believe.
Tareen.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's where we're going.
All right. So you get a boat to taxi over to the main capital.
Or
As-
wasn't it this little area, like the main deck thing that she was over in?
That's where she comes in from, but she's actually over here.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
As you guys head in, you immediately, even though unlike the other buildings that have similar size with multiple floors, this is a giant, huge atrium area. Marble floors, very extravagant, and every business kind of like circles around this ring. But there is like the main like capital like county business that is at the far end. It takes up like a larger spot that has like a larger room that kind of sticks out a little bit. You do see someone who matches the description and who Manon you saw that is walking over that location right now.
You guys just see Manon start like walking with purpose over to this girl.
Hello.
Quither.
As they walk away, I'm gonna kind of stop and see if I can't fall back into the crowd a bit.
Okay. It's a large crowd, so just give me a stealth check. DC would be pretty low.
Well, 2 16s with disadvantage. That's gonna be a 17.
Yeah, you're good. You're there's other Azamars there, so you can hide within the crowd. Okay, so the other three of you decide to, well, two of you decide to follow Manon as she charges towards the far end.
Yep.
Okay. You do, as you get closer, Manon, you do hear a voice from this person starts speaking. So I have to pick up the 2 items. And I am supposed to pass on some information and get some information returned as usual. Of course. Let me go get the information to the back. I think the smithy's all done. We'll just check on it for a second for your 2 items. All right, I'll wait. As she just kind of like leans back, and then she starts seeing Manon charge towards her, and she just looks at you all crooked like. Wondering if you're actually looking at her, if you're just charging at her, or if you're just charging her direction angrily.
I'm not like stomping over to her, walking with the. I'm just definitely making eye contact, walking up to her, and
Okay.
I get, to a reasonable distance where I'm not super loud, and I'm just like, Train, you're the head mage.
I am a head mage. Who are you?
I'm Manon Theraphor.
Ah,
You have information about the Shadowfell and the Queen.
I mean, yeah.
Would you like to share that information?
Well, I'm a very busy person, as immediately the person comes up behind. She's like, here's your 2 files. He should be ready in about 5 minutes with the blades. All right. I mean, I got 5 minutes of time. You're going to have to be specific with questions, not broad spectrum.
I don't know much.
No much?
Manon?
I have things.
What specific questions should we be asking her? To your home.
Well, give me rundown of what you do know.
A rundown of what I do. That's your question. What I do.
She knows what she doesn't. What you do know.
Yes, that is my question.
Again, you're going to
Can
have
you
to be
give-
specific.
Can you give an air view on the situation?
Well, if you're talking about the quest that Silic's going to head out on,
One.
I mean, he's heading out tomorrow early. I'm actually picking up his blades. And
What exactly is he planning to do?
What is he planning to do?
Yeah.
He's planning to take care of the curse.
Do you have any information on how exactly he plans to do that?
I mean, I guess since I'm picking up his weapons with swords.
What do you know about this curse?
I guess best thing I can find out is this curse started when your mother took the throne. Probably almost exactly when you were born. The curse itself has been more or less been radiating off her throughout the Shadowfell. Within the past year, she's been making quests between her, your castle, and other villages in the Shadowfell, and has been passing the curse on to anybody she touches. So,
And there's... Why do we need swords to break the curse?
did your uncle not explain this to you?
Something about entrapment. I'm just wondering if swords are a part of that.
I mean, Silic can explain this a lot better than I can. All I know is we found a group that apparently was able to surprisingly withstand the power of your mother, and she flew off. Whatever that was, Silic got an epiphany, and he's going to try to replicate what they did.
What exactly did they do?
She's like looking at like the clock in the background. Look, I'm running out of time. Is this the only question you got? It looks like your friend has a question too.
Is she gesturing to Nova or Roneen?
Nova.
To Nova. And I am going to kind of nudge so that Nova is forward.
Yeah, I'll turn to Nova.
Information that I think is relative. Do you know anything about constellations?
As much as any other mage.
Okay. And she pulls out her book and she goes, all right. So I have a few things that I think that you guys should know when you're talking about some of the things that is happening in the Shadowfell. So there is 2 towers that are going to be built or are in the process of being built. Do you know that there is the Ram constellation and the Stag constellation? The fact that one is over the Shadowfell and one is over the Feywilds?
We were not aware of that.
Okay, well they are. So, and the thing is that, well, the Feywilds and the Shadowfell are mere images of each other. So what happens in the Shadowfell can also affect what happens in the Feywilds, and they're connected by the far realms. Well, all of the actual realms are connected by the far realms, but that here and there. So the fact is that I think that this curse is related to something that's going on in both realms, because and I pull out my piece of paper and it's like, I study the stars, and I know people think that's weird, but my people study the stars, and this was given to me as a gift from the stars to let me know what could happen. And you can tell that the actual constellation is a combined constellation between the Ram constellation that is in the Feywilds and the Stag constellation that is in the Shadowfell. That means either those two realms are going to collide or going to be fully connected in a way that could either be bad or good. And because they are mirror images of each other, this means that there could be a blessing in one area and a curse in another area. And I feel like we need to have this information given to everybody who needs importance, because it could cause some issues if how we proceed.
Because that was more words all at once than I have ever heard Nova say put together.
Manon gives her a grateful look and turns back to Tareen with a raised eyebrow.
I mean, we knew about the towers. We didn't know about the constellations. We obviously know the parallels between the realms. But She looks back at the clock.
Not to interrupt, but we received notes. We woke up with notes, and the only way that can happen is if you have to be skilled in a very specific kind of scholar in magic to deliver notes across realms.
There are only so many people in the realms that can. Do you actually show the writing? Do you show the picture?
I show her one. I show her the one that was mine, which was the one with the tower with the actual was it the stag or the ram? It was because they were switched, right? So it was the stag. It was the Feywilds tower, but with the stag constellation over it.
Yeah.
I show her that one.
I mean, there's only so many people in the realms that not only can cast a spell to physically put something in someone's hands, but they have such pristine penmanship with such unique ink.
I know of the ink. I'm very familiar with the ink and the penmanship. Sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry.
I mean, this is all useful information, but it only hastens what Silic needs to do. We're already aware of the towers. We do not know exactly what the towers are doing, but we assume that whatever they're being used for, it can't be good. And if you're saying that they're linked even by the constellations, that means...
Linked, they're colliding. If a constellation collides with another constellation, the fact that this one constellation is the half of one and the half of the other, that means a collision. Like we're talking about, a celestial collision.
She looks at you fascinated. Where did you learn?
I get really... The Feywilds? I'm from the Feywilds.
Any school?
No, tribe?
Fascinating. Well, I know that you all have to head out tomorrow, from what I was told. I am running low on time.
Are you familiar with the Nightwind tribe?
I am not.
Oh.
But it is not your tribe that I'm interested. It's you. Perhaps...
Me?
Perhaps I can give an hour this evening to entertain more questions. She kind of goes in her pocket. Right. She pulls out what looks like a small... It looks like it's like a necklace, but looks like it's like handmade and it has a couple beads on it. We're only allowed to let so many people pass at once. So you promise me that you'll just use it to come over to my observatory. Your friends...
Bring my friends?
Your two friends can come along.
Okay.
and I can give you no more than an hour worth of my time. I can try to answer as many questions as I can.
Okay. Sure. There's other questions I have, but
Well, I am sorry, but I am pressed for time. Keep those questions tight. I'll answer them later. And she looks over at Manon. I wish I could answer your questions, but if you wish to get a more direct answer, my observatory is constantly crossed by Lord Silic. If you would prefer him to be present for this, you can ask him directly.
Okay.
Then it's settled. Say sunset. It's the best time that my equipment can work in the sky.
You done?
Sure.
Immediately you see what looks like a dwarf come up. Sword's all complete, ma'am. Immediately she opens up like a casing. You see 2 weapons sheathed. She looks over them, opens one sheath up as you see a black sword with black blade on it. She receives it, puts it back down. Beautiful. She picks up another one. The other one looks solid, but you can see through it. It's made out of some kind of energy. She opens it up. All payments taken care of? Of course. Just let the Lord know that they are very delicate and must be used the way that we discussed. Of course. She puts it down, locks in the case.
Which is... I'm like looking over her shoulder at these swords, and I don't know shitballs about magic, but I'm trying to decipher like what they could be used for.
You can give me an investigation check on the blades.
Okay. Amanda, your dice have been nice to me.
Yay.
Oh, I forgot. I suck at investigation. That's 15.
The first blade, they're both equally sized katanas, but you do know based off what you can handle, these are much larger than your scimitars. Most likely, if these are for Silic, he's not wielding them both at the same time at a normal parameter. One that she opened up first looked heavier. Black steel, it almost looks like it has the weight of maybe a great sword. But the way that she unsheathed it looked like it was fast. Pure black all the way around. The next one, everything about it, you can see right through the blade. It looks like it's made out of some kind of spiritual energy itself. Based off that, it looks like maybe it doesn't do physical damage as much as the other one, but maybe it casts some kind of energy from it. That's as far as you can tell.
I go back to what I asked her when she was saying this will be for the intended purpose. And I said, which is...
Like I said, I am in a rush. We'll see you at sunset. And if you were really curious, that's when I'm going to be delivering the blades to Silic anyway. So you can ask him then.
The best way to go about it?
Fine.
It was a pleasure, as she specifically nods to Nova, and then she nods to the two of you afterwards. I will see you at sunset. Please excuse me, I do have a busy day ahead of me. She kind of just put some straps around her because it is a large case that she's holding, and she's actually like pulling this large weapons case on her back as she starts heading out.
Nova just
How
crumbles
many
into like...
how many times did she say that she was busy? Do you think she
Nova
might
just
be busy?
crumbles.
I mean,
crumbles
she's very
over
busy.
because Nova just crumbles over because that was way too much
social interaction for her liking.
Too much talking.
I give
Needs
her-
water. Oh.
I give her like an awkward pat on the shoulder, and I'm like, thank you for that. Just...
Sure.
Like you're the only one that got her respect. Probably need to be doing more talking tonight. Sorry.
Okay.
Alistair, what are you doing while you're there?
What is he doing?
So he actually went across and grabbed a boat to the other side of the city.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He's looking for Soma.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Gosh.
All right.
Hey, what's
see-
become of Alistair? So, just
all right.
Wait,
As
I
you
didn't
make
even
your way to the
notice.
residential end of the city, go ahead and give me an investigation check as you start looking around to see if you can find out any signs of either Soma or where you think Soma could be.
He's not here with us? That was weird.
That's a hot 8.
A
I
hot
almost forgot
8.
to care.
I mean, at first you're kind of taken back by how lavish these several multi-houses are. These are, even from where you're from, these are considered mansions of their own. And where they overlook is quite a luxurious scene. But as far as figuring out, like, okay, you don't know exactly, other than some tales about Soma, you don't know, like, okay, if you pick one, which one you'd pick.
I have no shame. I'll find a guard and ask them.
Oh, okay. All right. So you do
Yeah,
see.
I'm not a dude that I'm like, I can do this myself.
You
Fuck
do
that. I'm
see
like, hey, you
someone
find a-
dressed up in very much like a samurai kind of garb, and he kind of has like a kind of like the wicker cap on and everything like that, with the spear in his hand, just kind of standing there at a solid state.
Yeah, I'll approach him. I'll be like, excuse me, I'm looking for somebody that's got a residency over here.
Do you have a name?
Soma.
Lord Therefore. 2 houses up, 1 to the right.
Thank you. And I'll head that way.
Start making your way up. You do. Most of them look the same, but you do make your way up to basically the second floor of like this 3-floor area. And you do find the door, but it does look closed. But you do hear someone on the other side. Not like saying anything, but there definitely sounds like there's some movement on the inside of the area.
Yeah. Knock.
1 second. Immediately opens up the blind. Opens up the door. Alistair? You're here by yourself?
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Come in.
Thanks. I'll go in.
Can I get you something to drink?
No, actually, I had something I needed to ask you. The others were busy with stuff today.
All right.
I just wanted to ask you why you're dumb such a bitch. No,
That's on our mom's side. There's nothing I can do about that.
I understand. No, so no, I had to, it was right there. No, he's just gonna be like, I was just curious if you had some free time today. Stories our dad had told us that you were a pretty proficient fighter. And I spent a lot of time training and was wondering if you could show me some tricks.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be honored. I don't really have anything on my schedule. If you're ready now, I can go where you want to go. Sure.
I don't really know the city, so if there's somewhere you know that we could go.
Yeah, I mean, not too far up the way, there's just an open forest. They have no problem with people training back there. So let me just grab a sword. And he just really walks over, puts like on some of his clothing. He's like, nah, probably not the coat for this. And he puts on like more like a leather kind of like tunic on and stuff like that. And he grabs his sword and he puts it over his back. All right, let's go. Closes the door, locks it up. Follow me. And he kind of like drops down 1 floor and then kind of like cuts through like this hole in the mountain, and it takes you behind and like to this forest where there's like a lot of spots where archers mostly train. But there's some open space for, like, he kind of goes in. It's like, now usually they don't let us use swords, but gents, excuse me, I just wanted to show some things off and teach somebody. If you don't mind, if I just use the area, we're gonna use some blades. All right. They immediately, as they are practicing some fisticuffs, they put their arms down. They kind of wrap up some bandages over their wounds, and they kind of move away. So there's like some cut spot in here for like a small little kind of like dojo spot. So. Okay. You wanted to physically learn, or do you want me to teach you something?
Go with a little bit of both.
A little bit of both. All right. Go ahead and so we don't have to do the whole 9. Go ahead and just give me athletics check and an acrobatics check.
An athletics and a what? I'm sorry.
Acrobatics.
Be a 16 athletics and That is a 19 acrobatics.
Okay, let me think how I want to do this. Okay. All right. He kind of goes through some things, and he, tries to test like the way you fight and stuff like that. So you use spells, you heal, shield, mace.
I think for this, he has his spells, and he'll tell him if he asks, but he mostly just uses his hammer and shield.
Okay. So are you trying to be more proficient with the hammer? Or are you trying to learn that?
I guess just combat. I'm proficient with a lot of just basically like simple weapons. I use the hammer. I don't know, just always kind of had a tendency for it. But I can also use a greatsword.
Okay. So DM the player. What I think would probably be the best way to do this would probably be like if you decide to dedicate the day to this, to training with him, you can learn a battle maneuver.
Oh, sure. I was just doing this for a cinematic, like...
you got to get something out of it, right?
Sure. Yeah, I'll take that. That's fine.
Okay.
I'll do it long enough that like I know that people are going to re-meet up to go
Sure.
talk to the Mindweaver.
Okay, cool. So you're going to be doing that for a little while. All right. Back over to Ghost Scene. As you...
Bjorn's
Azalia...
comfortable with who he's in.
Azalia, as you're watching this, you're not sure where the ghost ends and where Bjorn begins. Is it the ghost doing all this? Is Bjorn doing this? Is the 50-50, 70-30? You don't know, but
Taker.
but eventually, one of the person you're talking to originally came up and said, "Well, do you want to make a candle too, ma'am?"
Can I?
We got an extra couple tables, a couple extra spirits available. They're always ready to teach somebody.
I've never made a candle. That sounds interesting.
Okay. All right. I've already kind of got a vibe off of you, what kind of sense you can't handle. So why don't I get some stuff ready for you? She just immediately, and she snaps her finger, and immediately a spirit summons and sitting right at the table waiting for you. And immediately she starts appearing more like later tone smells, like the ocean, forest, less obtrusive smells, and puts them on the table for you. Go ahead. There's still another 4 hours left, but you're a friend of his. I won't charge you for your time. Why don't you go sit down and enjoy and see what you can do with it.
Thank you.
As you sit down, you already know this is... You see the arms actually phase through your wings and just start touching your hands and start trying to control the actual wax and the different things.
This is awkward, but hello. I guess you're my helper. Hi, I'm Azalia.
Just nods to you, doesn't say anything. Just keeps coaxing your hands and
Just
everything.
let that happen.
Yeah, just... all right, so you guys are doing that. I'd say by this time it's probably about, unless the group of 3, Roneen, Manon, and Nova won't do anything before sunset, we'll go to sunset time.
Just gonna get bored at some point in the afternoon and just go swim around the lagoon, lake, whatever we're calling this thing where the city is.
Okay.
And just check places out.
Got it.
See if anything looks interesting. Gonna venture kind of near where this. I'm very curious about the waterfall off the edge there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm probably gonna kind of swim over to like this building and like peer, get as close, or actually here and peer as close as I can over to the edge.
Okay. It is quite a long fall. If you dive correctly for you, you'd be fine. But anybody else who can't swim, they'd probably fall to death due to the long fall and the aggressive waters. Need to be a pretty decent swimmer to be able to make it. But due to the waterfall and the way if you do time it correctly, the right person could do it. But it is quite peaceful, and this area is definitely picked to be very much a vibe, to say the least.
Any interesting underwater?
What's that?
Any interesting critters underwater? Pretty fish? Other friends?
They are definitely smaller amounts. Crawfish, different kind of more enchanted, like small little fish are in there right now. Nothing big. It does look like when you hang over the rock, there does look like there are larger serpent-sized creatures that make coves on the lower part, but it looks like they never make their way up to the waterfall.
It's a long way down, and I'm not sure how I would get back up, so I am not going to do that.
Okay.
But I'm filing that observation away.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, I will swim back to the hotel and kind of wring my clothes out and say, figure out what we're doing about dinner or whatever.
Okay.
But after that'll probably be after we go to meet what's her name. So.
Okay. So.
I have a thing I wanted to do in the meantime, but if you're doing something, go for it.
Nope.
Okay.
Just once you guys get there, then I'll say it's sunset.
Nova, is there something you wanted to do first? No, Nova's just going to be very quiet now because she talked too much. There was too much talking.
Well, Manon will allow her to hang around her. So where we're at right now, is there like a smith? Is it like a smithy area?
Well,
picking up the sword?
Capitol building that you were in did have a smithy who's the one who made the katanas, but there is another smith that is just more local person that doesn't. The smithy that made the katanas makes weapons for like soldiers and lords. Then there's a local smithy that is just in the area.
Okay, so as a princess, I should just go fuck myself, right?
I mean, that's on you.
It says no princesses allowed. Okay.
Princesses need not apply.
Okay. Can I vibe check like the smithy that we're currently at and see if like
before you guys left, like that smithy?
Yes, I want to see if I can get like some alterations or some magical enhancements on my swords. Is this going to be like way out of my 500 gold price range, which I think is quite a bit, but I don't know the economy in Avarice, so...
You would assume, based on the quality of the work that was given, whatever Silic had made was quite a hefty fortune to make those blades. Now, you don't know what the range is from what this guy can do to this. Maybe he only does high end, or maybe he does low end to high end. You don't know. He only drops off the blades, but looks like his work is, at the bare minimum, you would assume that he does one of a kind of stuff.
I'm gonna watch Roneen go do her thing. I'm gonna notice Alistair's gone and breathe a sigh of relief because he's not gonna snap at me for like the next fucking hour for once. I'll just look at Nova and be like, I'm gonna talk to the smithy. I don't know if there's something you wanted to do or you can hang around.
I'll just hang here.
Okay. I'll go up to the counter.
Okay. The smithy actually makes it's not the one at the counter. You do see what looks like a very cleaned and definitely not a blacksmithy person taking care of like the front desk, as you see this female tied up in a bun, very tight, full like high elf standing there. Good day. How can I help you?
Hi. If I wanted to get some weapons magically attuned or get some enchantments on it, what would be the price range?
It's all dependent on what you want, my dear.
I will pull out my 2 scimitars and place them on the counter. I'm also going to pull out my longsword, Storm Edge, and also place it next to them. I don't know if there's a way to combine this sword into one of these swords or be able to give equal sort of enchantment properties onto these 2 scimitars, but they're pretty dear to me. I was wondering if there was a way to make them cooler.
She immediately puts on some goggles, lifts up a couple lenses. She immediately grabs the long sword and she kind of like checks the balance of it. She like turns it. She tries to see how it goes. She kind of like puts it down on this casing, and she kind of like investigates to see the properties of it. Okay, and then she checks your scimitars. So the scimitars have no magical property, as she's kind of like spin them around. Just down. Well, we could definitely do either or. I mean, I can either break down the longsword and distribute the properties evenly between them, or transfer the property directly to one of them. We could also add more to it if you desire. It all depends on price range and what you are actively trying to gain.
What would be the price range of combining the sword into, say, one of them?
Just moving the properties of the longsword into just one of your scimitars?
Sure.
800?
Is there room for negotiations?
I mean, there's always negotiations available.
What cool items do I have to barter? What cool items do I have to barter? Oh, I forgot I had that. Fuck, no, let me scroll! Let me scroll, D&D Beyond! Oh my god, it's not letting me scroll. I'm panicking a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie. There we go.
Jeez, I look away from my phone for 1 second. You guys have 43 messages I missed.
We've been memeing today. This is extra fucking awkward because I actually have more things in my inventory than what's physically in my inventory. I'm kicking, but they're in my notebook and I don't have it. Oh, fuck. I don't want to pull Azalia right now, but I am her child. What if... Okay, what would it be like to put the enchantment properties into that sword, and then put the same enchantment properties into the second sword? Equal amount, not split.
Not split. So you want it done twice. You want me to copy the enchantment and distribute it to each one instead of splitting it between the both.
Yeah.
That's going to be a little bit more pricey. You're having me do it twice while replicating without the materials on hand. We will be looking more at, let's say, 1,500.
I have some... What would you work it down to if I had some armor from the Shadowfell
Is
that
it
I could
magical?
trade? It's fancy.
Do you have it on you?
I actually do, because I have a not bag of holding that let me have all my starting equipment.
You're just
so
wearing it backwards, so it's just you just turn around, torso.
It only fits everything I started the campaign with. It doesn't fit anything more, so I can't be OP. Joe told me I couldn't be OP with it, so I will pull it out of that and I will set it up on the counter.
Give me a persuasion check to sell this as an antiquity, not just as a piece of armor.
That is my MO. Am I doing good at it? I don't know.
When it counts.
Can I give her guidance?
It's not going to do anything. I got a natural one.
Oh,
She looks at
Why
this.
is it always
Well,
when I'm trying to do something cool?
I hate to tell you, but whoever gave this to you, they sold you a dud. This is not what you make it out to be. If this is from Shadowfell, this is some low-end Shadowfell material.
It's from the castle.
I'm sure that's
From
what the
the
person
royal
told
guard.
you.
I'm gonna flash her the signet ring I have of the Shadowfell crest.
You stole that
I
too?
think I know it. Oh my god.
Can Nova step in for a second?
Sure.
Nova's gonna
You can, because there's like smoke coming out of Manon's ears right now.
Nova goes, ma'am, she's the princess.
I'm sure that's what she
Shadowfell.
told you. Yeah. I'm sorry. We can't.
Do
We
you
don't
not-
work with
do you not
thieves,
know-
and we don't work with
Do you not know?
liars.
Do you not know who her father is? It's Soma. I
Soma-
say his full name.
Soma Theraphor?
Yes.
You don't look anything like him.
Me with the exact color, hair, and eyes.
Wow.
Okay.
I guess you're gonna have to let your father know. And that's as much as she's gonna say.
Okay.
I give like through the amount of pissed offness that is in her face, she does give Nova like a thankful smile. And puts the armor back. She's not fucking selling that shit to this bitch.
Look,
Okay,
take
you
the
said
swords back.
800.
Take the blades back. Take it. I'm doing you a favor before I call the authorities. Just take them back. And go.
I had 800 gold.
I'm sure you took it from somebody. Go spend it somewhere else where they accept thieves and crooks.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take my shit and leave.
Nova
I don't say anything else to her.
Nova writes down the name of the shop and goes, and your name was?
None of your damn business.
Aaron, no, but let's fucking go.
Damn.
She just writes it down real quick because she's like, that's
None-
rude.
That's an interesting shop name.
Does she have a perception check? Does she have a name tag?
She does not.
I mean, my passive perception is 15, so.
She does not have a name tag, and she does not have a. She
Would like to talk to her manager.
But she would have. But she has a shop. She has a shop name.
she's like, I
obviously.
am the manager.
But she has a shop name, doesn't she?
There actually in this building there are actually no names of the shops that are put out in the front, as they're all attached to the actual Capitol building itself.
Mm. Don't make a note of it, though.
I know
Come
you're
on
not the
over.
manager. I will find your manager, and I will leave a terrible review.
No, she's not going to be Karen. She's just going to.
0 stars. I am
Get
contacting.
her fired from her her 6-figure salary job. Clearly,
She's
which
just.
Manon will help her do.
She's just going to. She's just going to take note of it so that if it comes up in conversation later.
This is what a natural
Like-
1 at persuasion gets you.
No, I can't really be mad.
I
I really
tried.
can't be mad because it's the dice.
Nova just
gonna-
like did a moment of not like she was feeling very bold, so she would have said something, and then she was like, "Oh, never mind."
Okay. All right.
Come on, Nova. I'm gonna go to another smithy and I'm gonna do the same fucking shit. Hopefully with not a natural one.
Okay.
I want my swords enchanted. I love these scimitars. I want to keep them.
All
but
right. It is almost time for this on this set. You do find a ship to go back to a smithy that you guys had told about before. This smithy doesn't really have a front desk person. It looks like everybody that works at the smith just helps out. You do see what looks like a half-orc male come over with kind of like a braided beard and kind of like a very, very like messed up and like slapped over kind of mustache from probably having like a mask put on, kind of like that. Good afternoon. What can I do for you?
I'm gonna give him the whole same spiel again. Ballpark of how much it would be to infuse the Storm Edge sword into one of the scimitars or copy the magical properties into both.
Yeah, we can do that for you. I can replicate this ability between 2 of them. If you're not worried about rushing, I could do it for 1,200.
How long would that take?
Probably about a full week's time.
Fuck. if you were just to infuse the sword into one of the scimitars and you were able to do it within 24 hours.
24 hours.
Or by tomorrow, how much would that be?
Do we have any space that we could do one overnight? I mean, theoretically, what's the job? Sword casting? Yeah, maybe. One scimitar, transferring the properties. You want exact? Just transfer sword to sword?
Yeah.
I could have that done by the morning. I'd have to put several jobs on the back burner. I'd say for one...
I'm gonna beat him to the punch. I'm gonna slap down 900 gold and look at him and be like, I also have some armor from the Shadowfell Palace.
May I see the armor?
I pull out all of this goddamn armor again.
Okay, he looks at it. Not bad. 900 gold, the armor. We can work. We can work with that. Come back here in the morning. We open up at 10. I'll make sure we stay up until it's finished, and it'll be ready for you in the morning. Leave your scimitar, and we'll have it all taken care of for you.
You cut out again at the very end, sorry.
I cut out?
Yeah, just super brief.
Oh.
I think I don't know if it was your mic or your camera, but it was one of the two.
We didn't hear anything after have.
Yeah.
After half.
Here and we'll have.
We'll get it. We'll be here all night. We'll have, and then it cut out.
Okay, we'll be here all night, and we'll have it done by the morning. We open up at 10 in the morning. Just be here in the morning. We'll have it done for you.
Thank you very, very much.
You are quite welcome. He immediately takes the gold, he puts it down in the chest at the bottom, he takes the armor, he kind of puts it on a shelf of like items to either polish or deconstruct, and then he grabs both swords, he kind of hangs them up like on this other wall that kind of has like a conveyor belt system to like slide weapons down to the back room. Kind of like it.
Cool. I leave.
Okay.
With Nova.
That person was a lot.
My buddy. My pal. My angry guard dog.
Not a very good angry dog. She would be like, she's trying.
Sunset comes down. As you three do meet up again, there eventually is someone who is looking. You do eventually do see that there's like this really nice, like taxi boat that's like looking around. They look like they're looking for somebody, and then eventually there's like kind of like pointing your direction. They start like rolling towards you. I'm looking for Nova and Guess.
It's me.
Come on aboard.
It's me.
Do we
I'm
have the charm to pass by the gates?
And they
Lovely.
just hand it to
Three
them.
of you get on board. I'm going to take you right over to the observatory.
Yeah, did we run into Roneen? Or is she just pop up out of the water and is like, I'm ready?
While you were chatting.
I assume that she re-met up with you guys after she did her whole
Yeah.
sightseeing.
I mean, we were
She
planning to
just
meet up
pops out of the
before-
water. I'm
We were
number
planning to
3.
meet up before sunset, so.
As you guys start passing by, you go by the main building that you teleported in from. As immediately a guard as the boat slows down. ID. The sailor shows his, and then he lifts up your pendant. All right. Make sure you return back before full nightfall. Midnight is the very latest, otherwise you're in lockdown. Very good. I should have them back in 2 hours at most. Starts rowing further.
Lockdown.
It's just specifics, making sure that civilians don't stay within the soldiers' quarters for too long. You usually have to have specific permission. It wouldn't be anything for you to worry about. We'll have you back in time. Lady Tureen said this is only going to be for an hour. I will drop you off there, pick you up in an hour's time. We'll get you back in no time at all. He starts taking you back. And you start going into this large, lavish island that's further inwards. You can't even see the full thing around as you start getting closer in. At one of the hills that is like a point of like the main mountain that is almost like this looks like a volcano. You do see what looks like a round dome on top of it that does look like definitely Nova knows is an observatory. I'll drop you off at the steps. You just got to make your way straight up. She'll be waiting for you at the top, along with Lord Silic. Just head there. As he starts rowing over, and he kind of gets a rope on, starts pulling himself in. And I will be back in 1 hour's time. Enjoy. And I will not be far. As he starts rowing off, and he starts doing other jobs as he goes by. You see this large, like, stone marble staircase that goes straight up to the top, but it has different points that leads off to different businesses up on the top of this mountain. But you do see one that eventually intersects with this observatory, as that is where you're supposed to be going.
I am following Nova. I am but guest.
I guess we should.
Primary, my love.
All right.
All right. And we just go up the stairs.
Do it, Joe.
I'm leaving it alone. You guys find your way to an intersection that has the observatory on it. You do see her standing outside. Lovely for you three to make it. Please come on in as she takes this large handle and then she just pulls this door and she slides it out, and then she slides it across the wall as this whole building is a circular. So the door kind of like slides around. It shifts like the building around to unlock itself. My house is your house. Coming in. As you immediately head in, you see what looks like a large sort of studio apartment where it's just this large, like she's bringing her work home with her, kind of like that. There is like a metallic staircase that leads to what looks like a room in the back, but it's like the only separate spot. It looks like she does have, like, you do smell like some kind of herbal scent in the back, and you do hear like water boiling. Have a seat. Just senapati. She goes over the back and she grabs like this tray of different cups, brings it in front of you, and has sprinkles some herbs in each one, and just pours in a little bit of hot water in each one. Hopefully you're all good with the local flavor, and she just passes you each a cup. I don't really do much for big food, but I do have some local cheeses and some local meats. And she just kind of places in front. Help yourself as she grabs like a few handfuls of herself and she's munching around. I apologize, Silic is not here yet. He was being held back for a little bit, but I can answer any questions while we're waiting. You do see that there is still like the box there that has the two weapons, as she has not had a chance to deliver it yet. But the area that you're in, as a rough description, the far end, pretty close to the staircase that leads up to a room, is kind of like a kitchenette that she brought the tea from. The whole area in the central that you guys are kind of sitting by is this large contraption that she made that is supposed to, based off of the lenses you can see, and you can definitely tell this Nova is based off the lenses. It's not necessarily to see the space itself, but based off of maybe the lenses have like a magical filter on them where she can actually peer into other realms using this specific lens itself, depending on which lens. Like, she has to constantly combine different ones. It doesn't look like it's an exact science, but she's still trying to figure it out, which is why she's fascinated with what you're telling her. She does have 3 large bookshelves pretty much right behind you guys that are texts of anywhere from astronomical signs to anything from like events, like if you were someone who was like researching the Big Bang, like registering any unique events that ever existed in the realms, to even just local stuff. She's got a shelf just for unique events for Aberys itself. She's like, while we're waiting, eat, drink, if you have any questions for me. I apologize, I don't partake in any alcohol, so I do not have anything stronger here. Hopefully enjoy the tea. But I do have some more time available to myself before Lord Silic arrives. If you have anything, she grabs herself a pot of tea as she's like munching, and she grabs herself her teacup.
This place is amazing.
Oh, thank you. I have to say, I am a bit of a workaholic. I have been working on my machine for better part of my life ever since I moved to Aberys. The Queen, lets me really. She supplies me with whatever I can as long as the functions go to the defense of Abris. So I've been scrounging up pieces to make sure. I can see into the Feywild. I can see pretty good in the Shadowfell, but unfortunately a lens doesn't really do much for brightening an exposure. And I'm sure, as you know, the Shadowfell is often quite shadowed, and hence the name. And it's hard for me to get a good lighting source in there without affecting the realm filter. I've been able to see different spots of Aberrant itself. I almost got into the realm of the giants once, but unfortunately that one was a little more difficult to get into. I have been able to peer into the realm of the mystics before. That was interesting, but that one's a little bit more of a calibration that I haven't figured. It constantly changes over and over again. But I have the filter set so I can peer into the Feywild, into the Shadowfell whenever I see fit. Go ahead, she points over at Nova. Have a seat.
Oh, okay.
She kind of shows you there's this handle, and it kind of as soon as you sit in there, it kind of fits towards you, and the contraption immediately goes straight, and then you see different filters. She's got these little cheat sheets of all right, activate the onyx lens with the sapphire lens and put them at this coordinates to be able to peer into the Shadowfell. There's this emerald lens and different kind of lenses that allow her to peer into the Feywild. She's got different coordinates to set up that shows that you can get the best frequency without having any kind of color changes or anything like that.
So your machine only looks into the realms. It doesn't look into the celestial, skies.
I mean, I can, but I am not too specialized in the stars themselves. It's something that has kind of eluded me as she kind of pulls back the lenses and she kind of grabs them. It does, and then she kind of lifts up one large handle as a big lens goes over, which it was originally taken off so it would disable the star, more of a telescope kind of thing.
You keep cutting in and out, by the way, just so you know.
I wonder why I'm cutting in and out.
It's not super bad, it's just every once in a while.
Well, I wonder why it's happening.
It's like when you get really animated. You're
Did the auto muting thing get turned on your Discord by accident?
Oh, I wonder, maybe.
It's possible.
Hang on, let's why don't we take a 10-minute break so I don't have to go through my settings while we're live. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
Neat.
I had to crack open a cold one because the amount of freaking lore that I have to go to and not only condense it in 10 minutes, but also my second biggest fear, remember it all, is it's a lot today. Welcome to Ryan's Conspiracy Corner. I was also going to say Happy Pride Month. Welcome to Ryan's Conspiracy Corner. This is the break segment of our campaign 4 where we all take a break and get food and snacks and stuff. But you guys are stuck with me for hopefully no longer than 10 minutes as I go over all of the crazy lore of this campaign. And holy freaking crap, do we have some freaking lore. My conspiracy hat's kind of starting to slowly give up on life, but it can't give up yet because we have some shit to get into today. So much so that I have my freaking notes out so I can make sure that I remember it all to tell you guys. So I'm actually going to probably have to put the board down a couple times to sit there and go over some of the stuff with you guys. So without further ado, let me scoot over here so I can show you guys. Oh, ow. Some of these thumbtacks are peeking through the back, and that actually hurt my finger. This is the updated conspiracy board, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else. This is what we've got so far. So I've added a couple new things to it. I've also drawn some cool new connections and stuff, and we will get into those today. Reminder, if you don't want to squint at this screen and pretend that you can actually read what any of this says, every time I adjust this conspiracy board, I upload it into the Discord. So make sure that you are part of our Discord server. Make sure you check out Ryan's Conspiracy Corner on the Discord server to see and actually be able to read this legible handwriting for yourself. So without further ado, we're going to start with Dira, obviously. I mean, majority of this topic is going to be about Dira, but we'll get into some of the other characters too. So, quick backstory. If you don't already know, or you're tuning in for one of the first few times, Dira was a character from campaign 1.5. She nobly sacrificed herself at the end of the campaign to be able to save everyone in the group. It was a very noble sacrifice. We love you, Dira. We miss you very dearly. So, however, clearly she's not dead. But here's the thing. Dira's back, and she's not doing some Dira shit. She's doing some shit that's very un-Dira-like. So we gotta figure out who the heck is actually here. So the group obviously encountered her a couple of times, didn't directly fight her, but Serena, who is Silik's daughter, who is Manon's cousin, who is Dahlia's niece, I know words, combated her in the fight, barely made it out herself, and they both got thrown off a cliff. So Alistair and Azalia went and rescued Dira, obviously, and naturally, as you do, you tie them up and then you loot their body. So that's exactly what we did. You know, we found things like a cursed sword that literally no one could touch without getting migraine. We threw that in the ocean. We got some cool boots. We got a cool belt, armor that's absolutely not cursed, and I'm certainly not going to eat shit for that later. And we also found this really cool amulet. Okay, so why is this amulet important? Well, there was a bunch of voices in it, and the voices specifically told Alistair to keep them away from her at all costs. What are these voices, do you think? I think that they're these, which in my conspiracy board, these are the blades. I think the blades were in this, and I think they somehow got put into an amulet. Will we ever find out, though? Not entirely sure, because later on, we also ended up talking to Hades, who is right here, because I can't print out his picture because I have no printer ink. We know this. So I've written Hades right here. Hades is the father of Azalia and Alistair, and his wife is Zephinia, who is their mother, who has been dead for a while or so. We thought we'll get into that in a second. Hades obviously showed up. We were able to summon him because he is a god. He is a god in here. He's the god of war and life. So we summoned him, had some conversations with him. He didn't quite believe that his wife is actually not dead. We'll get into that in a second. And then gave us a bit of advice. Manon is cursed by Malik. I think I'm gesturing to the right area. Manon is cursed by Malik, and by proxy of that, Dahlia is now cursed by Malik, which is why she's having her wild girl era of killing a bunch of people in the Shadowfell. Clearly, we need to figure that shit out. All right. We also found out that he obviously took this amulet, so that's why we'll never freaking figure out what is going on with this amulet, or at least maybe not until a later date. But Hades was extremely interested in this amulet, and Alistair gave it to him. So now he's going to take that back to his god realm, I guess, and do some research or something. I don't know if he'll let us know what actually is going on with that amulet, but I feel like it's pretty important, so I'm pretty sure it's going to show up at some point. My hat is freaking falling off. Stay put. Stay put. All right. So back to Zephinia here, right? So the twins have talked to Dira a couple times at this point, up until last session too. We got some crazy lore about that. All right. So Dira is in there. At least we believe. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not 100% convinced it's Dira. I think it obviously is, but I think Joe's got some crazy plot twist up his sleeve for that, so it could also potentially not be Dira. But we know for a fact that Zephinia is in fact attached inside Dira's body. She is trying to keep him away from her. I think that's obvious. I think that's totally, and I'm pretty sure it's confirmed. It's obviously Malik messing with Dira and her memories and stuff. So she's there as kind of being quite literally the angel on the shoulder. She implores the twins for help. They're able to break through, and Alistair is able to have a really long, really good conversation with Zephinia about what they can do to save Dira, because obviously the twins idolize Dira, and, you know, Manon does too. Like, I mean, it's Dira, right? Dira's a freaking hero. We love her. So Zephinia gives them the recommendation to help her by finding Silik. Where does that leave us? The Aberrus Kingdom, of course. So now we are off to the Aberrus Kingdom to go find Silik to see if he can help Dira. And obviously, Silik's clearly got the answers for everything, because apparently he can fix Dahlia, and then he can fix Dira, and then what else can he fix? Can he fix this economy? Because it's not going well. So we're going to see what that's all about and how that's going to go. Oh my god, that was loud. I'm so sorry. Oh yeah, and one more thing. Let's get back into it over here. Okay, I have one more conspiracy for you guys that I can think of off the top of my head. The Weave Mind, all right? Obviously, we killed the serpent, and we, made Destiny's Edge people really happy. Liliana's, thrilled and stuff. And we definitely snuck Dira up into a room to interrogate her and get this information out of her. So we were promised 3 more questions through the Weave Mind, right? But obviously we were all like, screw that, we're going to Aberrus. We can put her on hold, So I have a feeling that's probably not going to end well. Hopefully she's a lot more chill with us not having such an intense deadline, considering the fact we grilled her crazy in the first place. But something of interest to note is that at one point Azalia slipped up and said that they had to get Dira to Avarice, and Liliana was like, who? Whomst? So they're very aware of Dira, not just the Eternal Guardian, they're very aware of Dira specifically. And I clearly think there's a beef going on here. Now, obviously, I think that beef is really Malik versus Weavemind. I think they're fighting for overall control over the entire realms, and who really deserves it, like who's going to use it wisely, I don't really know. Hades is very sus of the Weavemind, but he said that he doesn't believe that any of us are in immediate danger right now, but simply very much not to trust her. Obviously, we're all on Team Screw Malik over here. He's kind of doing crazy things with our moms and our dead aunts and, you know, all that crazy. We're not here for it. We're not here. Boo, Malik, boo. But I'm kind of curious to see what the Weavemind is. And clearly she's beefing with Dira, so we definitely don't want to tell her kind of what's going on right now and who we're trying to help out here. Because I don't feel like she's going to be very reasonable to believe that all that's going on. So yeah, we haven't actually gone back and talked to the Weavemind. She now owes us 3 more questions. And we got to think really long and hard about what those questions will be. I think our 3 questions should have something to do with the hell's going on with Dahlia, obviously, because I'm personally invested. The hell's going on with Dira Zephinia, like how do we get Zephinia out of there? And then I also want to reference what the hell is going on with Abeloth and Roneen over here. I think those 3 deserve some delicious answers, and I think the Weavemind can give it to us. So I'm pretty sure, let me consult my notes really briefly to make sure that I'm not forgetting anything else going on over here, because there's so much stuff that happened, and there's some really hot tea that's going on over here. Okay, wait, I feel like this is really important. I will redo what I once did. I will save it. There's something in here, you guys. Anyway, I guess we'll have to find out next time, because I feel like we're running out of time. We're already at 9 minutes, so we're just gonna end this here. As you can tell, I'm freaking moving right now, so my brain's all over the place, and I have not been able to rewatch the episodes like the day or two before I actually film these. So my brain's running on a fumes right now. So hopefully when we get everything situated and settled, it will be way easier to rewatch these, and I will be able to give you guys more concise episodes. This one's a very chaotic one, right, Babu? Yes, indeed. So thank you for tuning in today, and I will keep this not over 10 minutes, and we're going to turn it back over to the group. Bye!
Go find your own
All
dad.
right. All
I
right.
have 2 now.
So yeah, so Nova, you changed the filter. She lets you kind of just like have fun.
I'm literally
Enjoy
not
yourself.
listening. I'm literally not listening to her, and I just start changing the filter, and I move it around. And can I find where, was it in the dream, or was it when the stars did actually come down, that the one star that was brighter
On
in
Aberrant?
Aberrance?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
find it.
Okay, I'm gonna turn into it and try to get it closer so I can see
Okay.
what.
You
could
don't
potentially
know
be going
Aberrant
on.
that well, but you're able to figure out where it is. You find an area where the star is directly over. The area itself looks like once upon a time it was a smaller continent than the rest. It still is. Here, I gotta make sure that I am giving you direct location based on the current realm map, not the...
Right. Switching maps.
I gotta remember. Because it would be... Okay, so it points at somewhere southern in the map itself. The... I'll actually switch the map for you so you can actually see what I'm pointing at.
Sweet. You know.
It specifically is right over here.
Okay.
Based off that spot, it looks like there is a tower there that matches the same tower of the Feywild and the Shadowfell. but it looks like this tower's been there for some time. It looks like it's like maybe surrounded by rubble and people have been slowly trying to clean it up, but it looks like this tower has been there for some time.
Can I see that from was I able to like find the star and then like
Yeah, you were able to find the star and like pan down and kind of see it.
I know.
Yep.
I'm gonna go, oh no.
Based off what you can tell though, this is not a new tower. It looks like this tower's been here for some time.
Wait. And I like look away and go, is there a tower in this room?
Yeah, I mean there is a. I didn't even think about it. Yeah, there is a similar tower in Everett itself. It is over in the Aegis continent.
There's a specific star that's over it.
She pulls over like a lens and looks into what you see. Coincidence?
Not in the skies. No. That's troublesome because that matches. And then so she moves and goes back to the table where her book was, and she's not even like paying attention to the mage, and pulls out both papers that have the towers. It matches. And then she pulls out another piece of paper, just randomly takes whatever papers on the table and draws, like tries to angle them and from what she knows from the stars. And she's like, do you have a star chart that includes Avrent,
I do.
Fae, and the Shadowfell?
I mean, I do. Other people have charted it before, so I have one.
Can I see it, please?
She goes over to some stuff, passes it over to you.
Can I draw on this, please?
I think it'll be more helpful to you if you do.
Oh, okay. And so she starts looking, and she finds the stag, and she finds the ram, and she finds where the towers would be, and then she finds that star in the Avrent portion, and she circles them and draws lines between them. What shape does it make?
So based off what you see now, it looks like the shape itself is not anything. They're in the exact same part of each realm.
Oh no.
They are exactly located in each realm. But she eventually tells you, now that is either an extremely huge coincidence or something else. That was not always there. That tower was more south, and from what I understanding, the castle in the Shadowfell was more west. So that means that right now, with all tectonic shifts, they've moved into the exact same position.
And then she starts folding the star chart to see if she can lay them on top of each other.
Yeah, I mean
where
they're in the
the
exact
points
same.
Would be.
They're in the exact same. Each you can figure out where the tower is in each one, based off of information you find on a map. You know where the castle would be in the Shadowfell, and it's in the exact same position.
Can I locate the well, I don't know if it wouldn't be on the star chart. Do you have a map of each of the realms?
She pulls up more. She opens up a table. She starts putting out more maps.
I locate the location of where I went into the far realm from the Feywilds.
Okay.
And then.
Okay.
And then I locate where I came out onto Avrent.
Okay. So you do see that you came out of you came into Avrent over in Current Scap. But it is a distance away from where this site was, so you wouldn't have seen it. As far as where you went through in the Feywild, it was a completely different location. They are not linked, as you think.
Okay. Okay, well that's good. At least they're not linked there. Okay. Do you know what's going on with that tower?
No,
In
but
the-
that's going to
in
get
the-
to something we're going to have to talk about. And like at this moment, immediately hear a knock on the door. Good afternoon, everyone. Glad to see we got some guests. As she kind of like drops down, we'll pause this for a second. She comes down. She says, like, Lord, immediately comes through, shakes his hand. I brought your items, and we got some guests. I was fascinated by Nova's discoveries, and we discovered some more stuff. I felt that I had to, well, exchange information with her, and it was not ill-gained. We definitely discovered some useful information. She passes him some tea.
There's more. Okay. Here, where, and she starts writing on the map of Avern and she marks where we had the party.
Okay.
Like wherever that was in the location on the map.
Okay.
Where was that? Sorry, I don't remember where we were.
Where you want to know where the party was?
Yes, where the party was specifically that we were invited to.
You would. I'm sorry, you wouldn't know where it is. You would have been teleported there.
Okay, never mind. Sorry. And she goes, okay, so they started that. They're mirrors, but still connected somehow. And also there was the awakening. Do you have any books on past Northern Light events?
That I do not know. I've been tracking a lot of the anomalies that have been happening with the embered clouds, but nothing too crazy has happened with the occasional, we call them fire spots that happen occasionally once in a while at different locations.
Fire?
Bright lights that randomly happen within the clouds. They happen completely randomly. We haven't been able to figure out a time base. They seem like they're completely random. Randomly, the clouds just have a sudden explosion of fire, almost like it's trying to extinguish itself by actually trying to use up more of its flame.
You've recorded them?
They are difficult to record. I was able to record a few passages, but she goes through, she's going through some stuff. Where the fuck did I put it? She's, throwing, scrolls and maps all over the place. She eventually, pulls out, a box where she rolls some charts. You do see as, another item in the box that she's holding. It's not a chart, but she doesn't pull it out. She pulls out, the map, and she ends, some notes, and it looks like she gained nothing from this. So, at this point... Well, I mean, this is definitely something we're going to have to research. If the tower's all in the same spot in each realm, that only adds into the theory that most likely they're used for communication, teleportation, possibly anchoring themselves together.
There's something else. So, I was telling your mage here, we received these papers, and I just showed the two tower ones, but the constellations over them are opposite. This one is actually supposed to be in the Shadowfell, the stag is, and the ram is supposed to be in the Feywilds. They're opposite, and then I received this one, and it is a combination of both. That means they're colliding. Something's going to happen. There must be an event about to happen. And on the first day that I was, one of the first days I was in this realm, there was the Northern Lights change, and that's called the Awakening, and that means there's an ancient god, and she just starts rambling,
Okay.
and there's an ancient god coming back, and then
I just exchange a look with Manon, Wow, what happened to Nova?
He's just
I'm
like,
just sipping tea, like looking at the maps, not saying anything.
But if these are all in the same spot, that means not just two realms could collide.
we've been aware that something could happen with them tomorrow. Hence the urgency that we have to go there and deal with this problem before it does.
But also you have to remember that with the Feywilds being in the Shadowfell being a mirror of each other, one is a curse and one is a blessing. But which one's the blessing and which one's the curse?
Well,
I think we know which one the curse is.
we have a large belief that the curse is originating in the Shadowfell, and whatever it's doing is creating some kind of event in the Feywild. But
What
if
kind
you-
of event?
we don't know.
But if you and you see she's getting very nervous, she's like, but if you do something to change it, it will affect the others. And if these are connected, they're connected by the by the Fire Realms, which is also where the what was the name of? Sorry, metagame for a second. What was the name of the one god again?
Which one?
The one that was
Remus.
And I just say, and then they're connected somehow to Remus.
They just look at each other confused. We don't know who that is.
Oh, that was going to be the question I asked, what he knew about him. Also, I didn't want to interrupt you, Nova, but remember you said something about the blessing can be a curse and the curse can be a blessing.
Yes.
It's not just that there's one in one place and another in the other.
Yes.
It's more than that.
It depends on your perspective.
Well,
if we're talking about some sort of collision type thing, wouldn't we want to take one of the equation? Like, wouldn't we want to take a variable out of the equation?
and that is our
Stop
plan
what's
for
going on with
tomorrow.
Shadowfell.
Is trying to take the variable out of the equation.
But you could also cause a hole in the realm.
Well,
Or
She's already
in the
caused a hole in the
passage.
realm.
In the
compared to
passages.
what we know compared to what we don't, we're going to take the option that we know. We know that the damage has been done to the Shadowfell has been immense. We don't know what will
Understood.
happen in the Feywild if we course correct what has happened to Shadowfell. But we do know that we can fix or at least put the Shadowfell in a progress of repair. We
So,
hope
speaking of
that
this
doesn't
plan-
damage the Feywild.
Speaking of this whole plan to do that, what exactly are you intending to do with the swords? And I gestured to the box.
He opens them up, he looks at them, but he doesn't grab them. He sits down by you, Manon. He grabs his tea, he sits it down. Look, I wish this could be some other way. We have a very, let's say, complicated family.
I've heard. Insane.
I wish we didn't have to meet under these circumstances. I wish that myself, Nyx, Serena could come see you like a regular family. I wish you, Soma, your mother could come see us like a regular family, but that is not how we work. We have never had a moment of peace in our life. And unfortunately, Dahlia and I have had to deal with these kind of problems before. We've had to deal with problems closer to home that we've had to fight over.
So what are you planning to do?
Fix it. The good thing is your mother can't die. No matter what I do to her, she can't die.
Doesn't sound ominous at all.
Her attachment and her her attachment to the throne allows her to be immortal as long as the throne is there. Hence our problem but possible solution. We're not trying to strip her immortality from her, but make her weak enough to, let's say, force her immortality to take an effect. Your father, discovered a group recently that was able to do this. She and her lieutenants attacked the town. She wanted something from them. They were able to resist, stop her, and apparently when her immortality was starting to take into effect, she was able to, from what they said and from what Soma saw, she, in quote, became Dolly again for a moment of time and flew off in fear. It is my belief and hope that if I can dwindle her down enough to make her immortality take an effect and have the curse focus on trying to heal her, the curse can't do two things at once. The curse can't both control her and heal her at the same time. If I can force the curse to try to do what it can to heal her, perhaps your mother can regain her sanity even for a moment. Right now, your mother is a key to this puzzle that is these obelisks, these towers. She's at least operating it from one side. She is operating the Shadowfell side. And as we have discerned, and from what your friend Nova has obviously seen, that things are about to happen. And from what we're able to figure out, they're going to happen tomorrow, hence our haste. We believe that your mother is going to activate something with the obelisks. Whether it's to communicate to another obelisk or set something off, we don't know.
We didn't hear the verb in that. We think that your mother is going to do something with the obelisks.
Activate the obelisk.
Okay.
We don't know what she'll do, but we're taking in worst case scenario. At this point, your home, your realm, is already in its worst case scenario. Even if I take out my love for you, for your mother, the ramifications of a realm being destroyed will have ramifications beyond belief to the other realms. My duty and my responsibility is to take care of that.
I'm not going to try to stop you if that's what you want to do. I just wanted to know how you plan to do it, that's all.
I am trying to... Look. The warrior in me, Silic, is going to do everything to save your mother. Everything. Even at our most dire points where her and I couldn't have hated each other most, any more than what we did, I still let her live. And I took the brunt of the pain. I will do what I can to repeat that process. To make sure, no matter what happens, she escapes from this safely. But, as an arbiter, as a soldier of the realm, if it comes down to it, you need to understand that I have an obligation and a duty to uphold. If I can't save her, and I have a way to stop her, she will have to be stopped.
Does that include killing her?
If there is a time where it comes to that, a life versus a realm, I love your mother with all my heart. But I am duty bound to protect the realm, not your mother. But I will do what I can. That's why I want you to come with me. You and your friends. I know that you are still new to this. I know you are still strangers. You are still a stranger in a strange land. Only knowing stories that have been brought up to you. But you are still the princess of that castle. You are still in charge when your mother is not. I need you to be there to beat some sense into your soldiers. They will not listen to me. They will not listen to Soma. They will not listen to anybody. And at first, they probably won't listen to you.
They never listened to me. They never liked me.
Then show them and give them a reason to serve you. A ruler does not need to be liked. A ruler, their soldiers have to serve. After that, then you can choose whether or not you want to rule based on kindness or fear. But soldiers serve.
You can see Manon starts to get a little uncomfortable and like shuffles in her seat. I'll do my best. But I've never really had a gift with words. But with a sword, I can try.
He turns towards you. He like actually sits on the table in front of you to look right at you. And he gently tries to put his palms on your palms. But I need you to understand, and I need to hear it from you. I know we haven't known each other long, but I need you to understand that I need you to tell me that you understand. I need you to make... I can't fight your mother with guilt on my conscience. I can't fight her knowing what your answer will be depending on the end game. I need you to understand that what I do is for the betterment.
I understand trying to stop her. And she's looking him dead in the face. But you will find any way except killing her.
At this point, he is unable to stop tears coming down from his eyes. Every option I will take until that very last second. Until that very, very, very last second as he puts his palms and he tightens them around your palms. This I promise you. I will not get to that point until I have no other choice.
If there is no other choice, then we're going to make another choice.
Then your job is plow your way through your throne room, and while I am slowing down your mother, find me an alternative. How about that?
She nods.
His hands start to tremble as he's holding yours. He kind of pulls back. Zijin. Tomorrow. First light. Teleport the same way we teleported in.
I have to pick up a sword at 10 a.m. Can we push this to 11? Like, how do I say that as Manon? Fuck. Does it have to be at first light?
Do you have some other plans of more importance?
No, of course not. I am waiting for a sword to be made specifically for this, and it will be...
Where's the sword being made?
I'm pretty sure I would have gotten the name while I'm there,
Okay.
in case they tried to be a dick to me so that I could report them too. So I repeat that name.
Give me a persuasion check.
Scared to roll these now.
Persuasion.
Is it 15?
I'll make you a deal. You do your end. I do what I promised. I will make sure that the sword is ready for you when we leave. I will make sure I get a soldier to procure it from you. One single sword it is.
Yeah, I kind of didn't have the gold to do both. I pull out my wimpy ass non-magical scimitar just to show him.
I will make sure I have a soldier pick it up for you, so you do not have to be delayed. As he just goes into his back pocket and he spins a blade around his finger. Until then, you're going to need whatever you can get, as he puts this dagger that you can spin around the handle around your finger in your hand.
I
Take care of
practice it.
It's extremely balanced. The handle is actually longer than the blade itself. It looks like it's meant to throw and to do specific tactics with. It looks like it's less proficient with actually melee combat, but it can still do it. The blade itself is a perfect like triangle at a point, and it has two rings on each side. There's a ring on the right and a ring on the left, and it looks like depending on how you spin it, depending on what ring, depending on what it does. It does have magical properties. So he looks at you. He spins it off of one side, and he just chucks against the wall as it merely just plows through like a piece of wood and goes against the wall. And then he just opens his hand back up as it just gets pulled back into his hands. He spins off the other side, and then he chucks it, and it like curves around the corner.
It can summon back?
Okay. It's a simple blade, but it does what it needs to do. Think of it as one way, powerful, another way, no one can hide.
Can I try?
Passes it to you.
I start throwing it, and I hold out my hand. Does it summon back?
It does summon back. It looks like
Cool.
it's summoned back as long as you threw it with the ring. It responds back to the person who threw it with the ring.
I'm just gonna keep doing it over and over because I'm having a great time with this weapon, and I am destroying this observatory as I do it on accident.
Okay.
No, this is observatory.
As some times pass, is there any other questions that somebody wants to ask?
So, you mentioned that Dahlia is activating or somehow doing something with the tower into Shadowfell. If they're all reflections of each other, is there someone doing that in the other realms as well?
We would believe so, but the Feywild has been difficult to see through. He gestures over to Tareen as Tareen turns on the lenses for the Feywild to you, Nova, and as you look at it, as you get closer to the tower, it starts to almost disrupt, like there's some kind of magical field to cover it. The last thing we saw was someone walking up to it about 3 days back, shortly before you guys got here. A gentleman looks like a warrior of some kind. Excuse me. Ginger hair, beard, very tank built.
This doesn't sound like anyone I know. I'm assuming. I know who it is as a player, I think. No, I don't.
You would not know who this is as a character. No.
I just raise an eyebrow then throw my sword again. Or throw my dagger again.
Okay.
And
That's
what about this one that Nova saw here in Avrant?
I mean, it looked like there was people cleaning up around it.
That is a more complicated That tower did not form recently. That tower has been there for almost, 50 years now. That tower, 40 years. The tower was actually custom built by some mages and actually was moved to that spot around that time. Unfortunately, housing one of the most, hate to say it, as I was employed to, villainous kingdoms that this realm has had. It used to be the home of the new Aberrant Order. Once they put it on their floating isle, it became quite a statement piece, but eventually several teams, including your mother, helped destroy everything around that and drop it to the ground. But it is an indestructible object, so it lays there. We have not seen activity with it, just mostly soldiers and random civilians trying to move the rubble around so they can continue their lives. The new area now occupied is, at least the soldiers that live nearby, is outside of Woodhurst. But they get help from Curran's Gap and Lakeshore quite often.
Well, there's activity now. And there's a star that is moved.
Well,
Slightly.
unfortunately, I'm stretched thin. The best thing I can do is continue with the plans at head and hope that nothing transpires. We have mages registering as much as possible.
I mentioned the notes that were given to us that obviously someone had to have great magic to be able to procure these across realms to us, but one of our, I didn't show you this one, but there was this one one of our companions had, and it says we are watching.
You have that from Bjorn? Bjorn gave it to you?
Yep, I took. He threw it on the ground, and I picked it up last time.
Okay. Looks at it. I mean, this could be from anybody.
But
this is not enough to go on.
But the likelihood it's in the
appeared
same.
in his hand in our room at the inn.
I mean, the best place you can...
has same thing
when we
to
had
all of us.
when all of the other notes came, and they all have the same. They're all from the same ink, and it looks like the parchment is very much the same.
Okay, well...
And it's different, you're right?
I mean...
Maybe we can revisit this after the Shadowfell.
I mean,
and
they're all...
the others can be here.
Based off the ink, based off the parchment, I'd assume Feywild is where they're from. I can't really go on a wild goose chase to go research this when I have more pressing matters at hand.
I mean, there's only one logical place that they could be from. And I look at the mage and trying to see if she would know, but does she look like she has
she looks at you, she's like, yeah, like you said, they're from the Feywild. I mean, they're either it's from someone well taught or there's someone from the major school that was built there some time ago.
Which one was that school built? The school, and what was the name of it? Sorry.
School of Arcane, the Mullane School of Arcane Arts.
Mullane.
The School of Mullane.
No, Mullane School of Arcane Arts. Yep.
When was it built? Do you know anybody?
18, 19 years ago.
I look at Silic because I would know the last name Mullane.
I believe it's just a coincidence. But if this feels like something you all want to follow once we're done here, I can make sure that you get sent over to the Feywild as soon as this is done, and you can research it.
That seems like might be the best course of action anyway, to see what's happening there after what happens in the Shadowfell if they're reflecting each other.
Yeah.
Who
Not a
wants
bad
to
idea.
to pause?
I would say like I'm not saying that we don't do what needs to be done in the Shadowfell. I'm just saying that there is a lot of things on the board, and there's also the Guardian, and we haven't even thought where they fit into all of this.
And
And
if I may, and I apologize for interrupting you, but if I may, we are jumping ahead several steps. I understand the importance of knowing every piece that's on the board, but we are dealing with the Queen. And that is our primary focus right now. And I don't mean to undermine or belittle what you're saying, but I can't focus on 3 steps ahead when the step that's in front of me is a step for giants and gods.
And I totally understand that that's not the reason why I'm telling all of this. I was just thinking that while we're doing the things that need to be done, your mages and scholars can continue to observe and keep track
They will.
and continue to research, because obviously there's a lot going on and we can't do it alone.
And they absolutely will. That is their job, is to research throughout the realm. We got half of them that focus on inward, some that focus on the realm that we're at, and some that focus on the other realms as they can. Trust me. We got it taken care of, but the information that you've brought in front of us is fantastic. Information we've not had before. And when the task tomorrow is done, I'd be happy to reapproach this with you.
We should probably go find the others. I kind of want to talk to my dad before we go too.
He looks at the clock. That would be most prudent. If you do not mind, as he opens up the cabinet and he pulls out the 2 swords, he puts one on his back and one on his side. Roneen, you mind if I use the side room? Of course. He looks at Manon. Tomorrow, I'll have the soldier pick up your weapon as he puts his hands on your shoulders. Get sleep. You're gonna need it for tomorrow. Now go. Find your friends.
She nods and looks to the other 2 to head to the door.
He starts walking over to it.
And then holds out her hand, and the sword and the dagger comes flying back after ripping up a bunch of papers.
You see him go to a back room surrounded by glass as he starts to practice his blades.
Or in the spirit of the sanctum.
All right, so you guys start heading out, start meeting up with the rest of the group. I'd say at this time then training with Soma is complete. Azalia and Bjorn, you make yourselves magnificent candles.
You know, I really don't know why you kept this a secret. I mean, it's fun.
It's like walking back or like on the boat when she says that to me. Because we made our candles, right?
Yep.
Until Azalia says that, I'm silent, like clutching this candle. Yeah, it's a silly thing. Such a silly thing to hide.
Not silly.
You're right.
All right. So you guys.
I wanted to go find my dad.
Okay.
Is Alistair just like trading with him when I get there?
I'd say Alistair would be pretty much
Campaign.
done, but you'd probably see him like leaving the house when you get there.
I'm just gonna stop and stand in the middle of the road and stare at him.
What?
Why are you here?
On the road where people walk.
Coming out of my dad's house.
You didn't see me come out of the house. You see me on the road.
There's no one else here you would want to see. Why do you even want to see him?
I mean, isn't your dad like a known really good swordsman?
Yeah, but there's other swordsmen here.
None that I know of. None that are his level of skill, right?
Did he say something to you?
No, he said nothing to me. I went to him.
As he's constantly saying, I need you to swing a sword better than Manon. She sucked at this so hard.
No, I didn't. I was good at it.
You're the son I wish I always got.
He's so hard, Alistair. Much harder than Manon.
My boy. All right.
You talked to my dad. He pulled you aside the other day. Does this have to do with that?
No, this has nothing to do with that. I came to him. Look, I've trained with my dad. I've trained with the inhabitants of our world. Wanted to see what someone else could teach me, and he taught me a lot today. So there's value in a lesson on tactics and fighting and combat and different styles to... If I'm fighting somebody that knows how I'm going to fight, I need to know other styles of fighting so that way I can come at them in a different way, an unexpected way. If I swing this hammer the same way every single time, eventually people will learn how I fight. If I can figure out other ways to fight, it only benefits me.
She just walks past him and bumps his shoulder as she does, and she's like, just wish it wasn't my dad. It's fucking weird.
Well, that's your problem.
She's insecure. You went to her dad. That's my secrets.
Now they're mine.
No! It's the only thing that makes me valuable to this team.
Oh, we have to fill
You don't have to roleplay it, but she just wanted to go, like, see your dad and, like, hang out with I don't know, do, like, father-daughter shit for, like, an hour or so before she goes and potentially dies.
Okay. So you guys spend some father-daughter time together.
Why the fuck was Alistair here? No, I was playing.
I was talking about Alistair. Who's Alistair? What are you talking about?
Don't teach him shit. Teach him all the things that make him bad.
No, that's what I did for you.
I hope the fuck not. I'm carrying your legacy.
All right, so you guys eventually, everybody meets up, back up. As nightfall has hit, pretty much only about a couple hours before you guys get some rest, knowing that you need to meet up really early in the morning to set out. So you guys are back in the hotel. With really one last thing left. Contact the Weaver.
Doing this thing then. What are we asking her?
Did I have the coin for that? I don't remember.
Think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I guess we need to find a Destiny's Edge if that's happening.
Question, don't we have bracelets, and don't they let us contact her? Bracelets, gold rings, and we put them on, like, our
Yeah, you don't
horns
need to go to
and-
Destiny's Edge to contact her. You're supposed to go to Destiny's Edge to return jobs to get permission to contact her, but you already got the permission to contact her, so now you can just do whatever you want. You can very much Mighty Morphin Power Rangers sit and just activate your bracelets and activate
Joe,
your...
question. Would I get transported? Because I never put it on.
Technically, no, you would not get transported.
Because I didn't trust her.
Yeah.
Oh,
The first time you did not need the bracelets, but now the subsequent times you need the bracelets.
So we want to get as much information as we can from her without giving her too much about what we know. How do we go about that?
Because I've talked a lot today and I need a breather.
All right,
That's really
fair enough, but we
quiet.
need her input into what we should be asking.
Understandable. I mean, there's so many. There's so many things we could ask her. We only have 3
Worried
questions
that-
left.
Tareen
Uh,
didn't seem to have heard of Remus.
True.
We don't want to be mentioning the name. There's some way we can find. I mean, she must know about him if she's some ancient thing. Sounds like she's the same sort of ancient thing he is.
Be concerned about her using said ancient thing for what she wants, and she might not give us appropriate information.
Right. There's need to be a way to get at different questions. I mean, I'm in for a loss. There's so many things going on at once. I don't know what to even. I don't even know where to begin.
So here's a question. Do we trust anything she tells us?
That's
Because maybe we're not using the questions for information that she gives us. Maybe we'll use the questions to judge what kind of answer she chooses to give.
that it would be a good idea.
I'm not sure exactly how to go about that. But
Ask her things then that we already know.
But then is that a waste of questions?
Who's not to say she'll
If-
tell us the truth one time but not another?
True.
we have 3 questions to ask her. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
that's
Well, seems to me that we have 3 questions that would help us, which is, he'll look at Roneen. Where's your skin? He'll look at Alistair and Azalia. Where's your mother? And he'll look at Manon. How do we save your mother? I'm simple. Maybe not as much as I used to be in he'll eyeball Alistair. But
Why don't
you
you ask?
compartmentalize.
Why don't you
That's
ask who's
fine.
following you?
Ghosts, regrets. That's what's following me. I don't need to ask a question to find those out. I already know those answers.
I didn't realize regrets can write on pieces of paper and leave it on your bed.
choice whether he wants to ask about that. But he's got a point. We're worrying about wasting the questions when we're not even convinced the information she gives us will be solid. These, ask her direct questions. Things that she, I'm sure, already knows about us. See what she says.
I guess the real question here is, what's after the Shadowfell?
I mean, today we found out that even their strongness of, I guess, equipment here in this realm can't peer into the Feywilds. So
Not
maybe
into
we
that
could-
part where the obelisk is.
And we found out that the towers all align in 3 realms. Yes, there's another tower in this
One in this realm didn't until all the land moved.
which is also pays back into the idea of when, from what we heard and found out about, the ancient god that, like, signs of his awakening are earthquakes and moving of lands and weather. I feel like it's all connected somehow.
Well,
So
that's a
maybe we
Bigger
question.
than
should
us,
just-
that's for certain.
Are we checking that out after this, or are we
I think
figuring
we
out
should see
more
what
with
the Feywild
Manon's?
looks like after we're messing with the Shadowfell, because they reflect each other.
And again, if we're trying to enter a realm, it wouldn't be bad to have a queen, and he'll look at Manon, some other noble on our side to perhaps smooth our way into the Fey realms and follow this track.
I think we need to take one thing at a time and see how the Shadowfell goes. It
Manon
might
nod.
be completely different than what we think.
My reason for asking this is maybe this is one of the questions we ask. If we're going to the Feywild, we ask, how do we get to the Feywild? I don't have a way to get there. Does anybody else?
He could send us.
Who can send us?
Silk. That's what he said today. Sorry, I forgot to mention that, but he said that while we were talking about things. That after the events in the Shadowfell, he could get us to the Feywild. And there's always going through the Far Realm, though that will take time.
Sorry, over top. Nova, you're from the Feywild, right?
Yes.
Okay, just double check. All right. Well, then that begs the question. Nova, do we go to the Feywild? And I'll look over at Roneen. Roneen, do we go after your skin? Or do we investigate all these towers?
If I find a way to go after my skin, I'm doing it. I'll not lie to you about that. I have no idea where to look right now, so I'm with you. If I find that takes me on another path I'm following.
If we can find your skin, what will that do for you? Will that make you more powerful? What happens when you get it?
I'll be me again. Whether it's any use to you, I can't say.
Not whether it's a use to me, it's what will it do for you to make you more a member of us. If we can do that for you, we can make you whole again. We want to help.
All of this sounds bad. If there's a way I can help stop it, I quite like living in the world, so I'd rather it not end.
According to your dream, somehow it's tied, and this is tied to you too. And so if we could get your skin back, maybe that will the hiccup in the plans of whoever is creating these plans.
But it's using for a bait for... I don't know, does it want me to be an empty skin the way that feller was an empty armor? No interest in that. If I can get it back on my own, perhaps it won't get its 8 to be complete. Wait, didn't it say when 8 is finished? I don't know.
It said when 8 was finished that it would be released.
And if I get it back, even on my own?
I mean, I don't know about this. We still don't even know if it has your skin. It's just been using it as a bait. We don't know if it's truly got your skin, and if that's the deal that was made. But if there's a way we can get it back for you without triggering a contract or a deal that was made,
We should.
When the 8 is
Yeah.
complete, he will be free.
Yeah.
If I get it back, I will be complete, and my name was on that 8 flint.
Maybe we can ask her what that means. Maybe the deal only works if he gives you the skin if we find it first. Maybe it's void.
Us.
And a lot of times these cryptic, I know the term is I'm thinking of right now, but realistically, you can never take them at face value. You getting your skin back being complete might not be what they mean.
There's always a hidden
No,
message.
Maybe we can ask the Weave Mind what the specifics are.
Curse is a blessing, and a blessing is a curse. Nothing is trusted.
All right, we have 3 questions. I think 1 is, where is Roneen's skin? 2, how do we help Manon's mom? I'm going to throw out a curveball here. 3, is it truly, what was his name, Aiden? Kira's brother, who's actually in the Feywild at that school? Because then we go to the Feywild, we check on it after the Shadowfell, or after we get Roneen's skin, and we proverbial kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We make sure the Feywild's okay, we check out this magic school, and if it's not him, then we can maybe assume it might be Malik.
You don't want to ask about your mom? And I'll glance over at Azalia too.
I'm looking at Alistair
Same.
critically and very upset.
As much as I need some answers about that, regrettably, it's low on the list of important things right now. That's a selfish want. It's not a need.
So I was asking about my mom.
No, because she's tied to the Shadowfell, which is tied to the Feywild, which is affecting everything else.
It's a board on this chess play.
My skin is a selfish need too.
But
Well, if it's connected to some realm eater that might be being used by people that we don't want. Our mom is, if she's around, is in Dira or the Eternal Guardian or whatever have you. I don't think she's going anywhere. And if Malik is inside the Eternal Guardian, and we can find stuff out about the Feywild, and we can shut him down there or whatever have you, that gives our mom a better chance.
Sure.
Azalia?
That's very logical.
And I silently go over to Azalia and like gently clutch her shoulder and wait for her response.
I'm gonna glance at both of them and then just look disappointed at Alistair. You know best. You always did.
Ignore it.
I know
Right.
nothing has failed to change your mind.
I mean, this is a tricky game of chess we're playing. Or dragon's chess, I would say. But we have a start, at least. And we know a lot more than we'll be leading on.
If we get another chance to ask more questions, we ask about the mother. No debate.
I agree.
I'm not going to agree to that. There's more important things that we need at that time. That's a decision we make then.
It's your mom.
I understand that.
If she's
I understand
tied
that as
somehow
much as-
inside the Guardian, she's connected to all this too.
And when we take on the Guardian, we'll figure that out.
But it's not just your mom. I'm gonna glance at Azalia.
Nothing I say will change his mind. I've learned that long ago.
Look, you guys can make whatever decision you want, but that's just my 2 cents on it. Take it or leave it.
So are we doing this? Are we going to somehow?
Let's just get it over with.
These bracelets can take us there, right?
I think that's what she said.
I just tap the
Like
gold band that's on my horn. So try to figure out how it works.
just hang on.
And my arm ringing against the wall.
Okay.
That's
Merely
right.
it's a thought that you need as the ring starts glowing for who has one that is communicating to it, and they all start to glow, and then immediately a bright light happens, and then it dims down, and you're still in the room.
We're still in our room.
Mm-hmm.
What
Talk
happened?
about anticlimactic.
Did it not work?
Do you hear?
I would have thought that we would be transferred to her.
Or does it transfer her to us?
Hello?
You're supposed to pay the magic bill?
I open the closet just to see if she's in there.
As you merely open up the closet door, there is nothing on the other side, as your room is secluded from the rest of reality.
Oh.
You start to open up doors, and there's nothing else on the other side. You look outside windows, and there is emptiness of space and stars around you.
Oh, okay. So
Oh,
we
that's
were transferred.
Familiar.
Joe, am I there?
You are not.
Wait, where's Alistair?
He never put the bracelet on.
He never put the bracelet on.
Joey.
No,
This is
he
his
didn't.
own reward.
Bright
Is
light.
that-
I
Azalia,
wanted to do it before this. Ugh.
A bright light happens as you
Right.
see a shimmering humanoid glow walk in front of you, roughly about medium size, no taller than 6 feet. As you do see a form walk down and sit down at one of the luxury chairs. As she sits down, this silver cloaked, black, pure black, like shiny hair, with just galaxy eyes sitting down. She sits down, crosses her leg. It's about
Put on one,
fucking
Jack.
time.
Hello. To you too.
You know, I would not call myself vain or egotistical, but I am impatient. And when I put a
Yet
lot
humble.
of effort into this, I expect some response. So, what was the delay?
We
Destiny
did
told
what
me that you talked to her
happened.
several days ago.
Didn't happen.
we had a
then.
Go ahead, Roneen.
That's all I have to say. Answered your question.
We went to Abris.
For
Reasons.
Figuring out stuff for the Shadowfell.
I thought we're the ones supposed to be asking the questions here.
you are the ones who gain the privilege of answers.
We figured we could get more information here, so we didn't bother you with questions. We have 3 more questions we'd like for you to answer.
Patient. Shall we get to the point?
She looks at each one of you. Go ahead and ask her first. I do honor my promises.
Sealskin.
Continue. What about it?
Oh, I think you cut out.
Cut out.
I cut out.
All I heard
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
sealskin.
we didn't get the first part.
Oh, I just said, where is my sealskin?
Closes her eyes. With a very dark god called Remus. Seems like he has yours. But Remus is a unique creature. He never hands things up for free. And I would warn you that Remus is not a god you'd want to test. He existed back when I was born. He is old. And he has very little patience, even less than I have.
Fine, Ting not giving things out for free that don't belong to you in the first place. Fine. Question number 2.
Manon?
Manon. Manon.
How do I break the curse on my mom and the Shadowfell?
She closes her eyes again. Opens them back up. Only one has the ability to free her from a curse. And that power does not belong to you. At least not yet.
Explain.
The only one that can free your mom from her curse is the one who created the curse to begin with.
Question. I think we as players, not as players, us as characters know that it's Malik, right? That was in Manon's mind.
Yep.
Okay. I've been thinking that this whole time, and I'm like, but I don't want to metagame if I'm wrong. Like, I can't remember. Okay.
The curse is being
Malik-
held by a contract. The holder of
Yeah,
that contract
Malik-
manipulates the curse.
Yeah,
Right, and we
Malik
know that
had-
that is Malik.
Yeah, Malik had the devil's. He had a devil create the contract.
Mhm.
Right. I know the specifics of it. I just can't remember
Yeah.
if it
Me
was
too.
already.
So Malik
like,
doesn't
yeah,
have
he already
magic. He
knew.
can't physically create the curse, but he had a devil create the curse. So it's technically not.
Mhm.
He didn't create the contract, but he holds the contract.
Yeah, he holds the contract.
I keep just looking at her, waiting for her to explain more because I
But
keep
what
wanting to
she
ask a question. I
Said
don't want
was
to
the
be
one
deferred.
who created it.
I'm sorry?
Correct? What she said when she answered it was the one who created the curse. Correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Only one who
So-
created the curse is the one that can lift it, or when the curse is complete, will it finally be done?
Above table question. So this is not Malik that can break the curse, essentially, because he didn't create it.
He holds the contract,
Or he
but
did.
she's implying the only person who can change the parameters of the curse is the person who created the curse. You're asking for the curse to end. So for the curse to end early, the creator of the curse has to actually do it.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around if he's technically what we would classify as the creator, or if it's the devil.
He's not. The
Okay.
devil
Sounds
is.
like no.
The devil is.
The devil's the
Okay.
creator.
Okay, that's what I was getting confused. We're hard. Okay.
I
The
didn't
cur-
think you'd get an answer to that, so hey.
The curse
Yeah.
is so DM the players, the curse is a very, very fine point contract. The devil created it for Malik, but it's still the devil who created it. Even if Malik wanted to change the parameters of the curse, he couldn't do it because the devil's the only one that can do it. So
Okay.
even if you went to Malik first and he did decide to oblige you, he would still have to find that devil to change the parameters.
It's
Now,
like
the parameters do
spell.
serve him because he set up these parameters, but he can't change the parameters without finding that devil again.
Gotcha. No, that makes sense now. Okay. Under the table. I look to Azalia.
Yeah, what was the last question? I can't remember. That we decided.
I see if she's going to say anything.
above table the last question.
How can I free my mom? Oh, sorry, that was above the table question.
Are you
I didn't
sure?
mean to cut that one off.
If you said it, you said it.
Yeah, you
If
said
you
it.
want- if-
You said
no,
it.
if you
You
want
said
to
it.
have if you want to have said it, then say it. But the other
No,
one-
I did want to say it, but I
Okay.
didn't want to. I thought you were asking the question. I didn't know this was an
Yeah.
above question.
Yeah. Player answer. The other one that Alistair said was to find out if the head of the school is really Aiden, which I would phrase as who is truly in charge of the Mullane school.
But we're all looking at you to see
Yeah.
if
Not
what you're
thinking
gonna
that
say.
Azalia in.
I'm going to say
Azalia.
Azalia, if she did say it, she did say it, and therefore cut off the
Mhm.
third question.
Yes.
We're looking to Azalia to ask, so it's
Yeah.
ask
So,
it's done. We ask
so-
whichever one you ask.
so Azalia asked the question of how to save Sophia. Is that what that was?
Or how do I get my mom back? Specifically, how do I get my mom back?
She closes her eyes again, opens them up. Your mom is in a unique scenario, neither living nor dead. Neither spirit nor body, she holds herself in a sense of limbo. She does have a sense of control over the Eternal Guardian, but yet she is the weakest one between the three minds. To save her, you would need to do a similar task as how you saved your friend, as she points over to Manon.
How do we get in Dira's mind?
You were close. You captured her once, but unfortunately, elements got in your way. And now she's free. If this is what you want to do, you must re-find the body of dear Mullane and retrieve her. And reenact the same effect. As she says that, she gives a bit of a smirk.
It can be done.
Find the
There's
body.
hope.
Find the body of dear Mullane, and this can be complete.
Can I insight check her smirk?
Sure.
I was just
Can I
about
do
to
it
say the same thing.
too?
Anybody
Same
wants to
thing.
insight checker, you can
Yeah,
insight
what
checker
is
if you're
that
there.
about?
Azalea's too hopeful. She's
I-
screwed up
Insight
right now.
checker
I'm
from another
definitely-
reality.
What is that about?
Oh, that was
I
good.
sense a disturbance in the force.
That was a spooky 20.
Okay.
Mine was a 19 plus
So is mine.
5. 19 plus 5.
Damn.
Woohoo.
You all
I
can
was
tell.
a 15.
Okay. With the exception of Murph, you all. All right, with the exception of the Bjorn, you all can tell that she phrased that very specifically.
Right.
She made sure
that's
she
what
did not call her
Nova-
the Eternal Guardian. She called her dear Mullane.
Right. Nova
But
caught that.
before she phrased it that way, she did call the Eternal Guardian. When she's phrased it this way, as far as the answer to actually save Sophia, you must find dear Mullane.
Of Dear Mullane.
Yeah. Once you find her, and this is the Weaver talking again. Once you find her, everything else should fall into place.
Big side eye. That's such a.
But Dira is the Eternal Guardian, so if we find the Eternal Guardian, we find Dira.
If you find dear Mullane, the problem can solve itself.
Okay, now she's saying find Dear Mullane or find her body.
If you find the body of dear Mullane, the problem will
Thank
solve
you.
itself.
Hey, you're the one saying that she's saying it very specifically, so I want to make sure she's saying what
If
she
you
said.
find the body of dear Mullane, the
Okay.
problem will solve itself.
Problem
It will
solved.
all come to an end. That's what you said.
And it can
or
be
it
done.
will-
is what-
it
It
will
can
be
be
done.
done, is what he
Can be
said.
done.
Yeah,
The problem
it can be
solved itself.
done.
Once you find her, everything should fall into place. Okay. So we have that.
Now,
Is this
I am I am not
problem
pressing her any
solved.
farther because I don't want her to know that I'm clocked it.
Yeah.
No.
Same.
I feel that we are lacking trust, faith, and overall agreement on our objectives here. So, as a sign of good faith,
Feel correctly.
As a sign of good faith, I will bestow upon you a relic that can help you on your quest. As she just summons a small, like, pharaoh staff and just puts it on the table. When you eventually try to find this body, the staff will help you as you get closer, in case any complications happen to arise.
I'll pick it up.
As you pick it up, the eyes of, like, this serpent staff immediately glow. It glows like a silver, but it's just the eyes that glow.
I'm gonna hold it really tight to my chest.
Sure.
Because it's the only hope I have right now.
No. I would hope that a sign of good faith.
Azalia and the Weaver and say, we appreciate this.
And I am not asking for any return. So hopefully a sign of good faith can eventually work both ways. Find Destiny's Edge once again, complete another task, and come back to me, preferably at post haste after the job is completed, and I'll give you more information. Or do we have an issue?
I mean, is there a Destiny's Edge in the Shadowfell, or has that been burned to the ground too?
Destiny's Edge existed throughout all the realms, and even the power of the curse cannot affect Destiny's Edge.
Sounds like a yes.
We'll find one there.
We appreciate that as well.
And I'll even sweeten the deal. You head there after your current objective is complete, and you complete a task and return to me 4 questions instead of 3. And is that as sweet of a deal as I can make it? Now, complete what you need to complete, and continue with our quest at hand. As immediately the bright light re-engulfs the area, and you're back in with with Alistair now included in the group.
Nova goes over to Azalia and be like,
Trouble woman.
can I see that? This staff real quick.
Hesitantly hand it over to her, and I am not making eye contact with Alistair.
I take a cloth wherever I can find one and just wrap it around the head of the staff.
Okay, you wrap it around the head. The light of the silver eyes is so bright that even wrapping the cloth around it, the light still pierces through the actual cloth.
Damn it.
Did you guys go to the Weaver? What
She
happened?
came to us, or she brought the whole room there, really.
Wait.
We talked out both sides of her mouth as usual.
Wait. So, before we continue, let's put this away where it can't see
Right.
What
us
is that?
or listen in.
It's something to help with
Supposedly-
our questions.
A gift, a favor.
Okay, what's it do?
We're not sure about that. That's why Nova is tucking it away. She suspects it might be listening or watching us, and I suspect
Why
she
do we
might be
have
right.
it then? Why did we get it?
To
One
find our
questions.
objective.
What objective?
All of our objectives. To
You're
find
not answering my
everything.
question. What objective?
Azalia.
To find Mom,
Did you ask that
because
question?
you won't.
You selfish piece of shit! And he just actually walks to the door, slams it open, and walks out.
Oh no.
I turn around and walk out of the room.
Oh, I'm gone. I walked out, out of the whole.
Oh no, I'm walking the opposite direction. I'm not.
I'm just letting you
I'm not dealing with you right now.
Oh my goodness.
I find some really tasty cold tea across the room, and I'm going to drink some.
we
Was really mature of him.
Roneen, help me find a place to stash this for now.
Right. I am. Let's see what I've got.
I'm gonna look at Bjorn because the other two have clearly eliminated themselves from the situation. I'm like, which one are you going for?
We have to take sides.
I mean, we have a thing to do tomorrow, and so I feel like we should not have infighting.
You've never had brothers and sisters before, no?
Well, someone's got to talk to both of them.
Rock, paper, scissors? That's 2 out of 3. That's 2 out of 3.
I feel like I'm the loser.
Wait,
So 1, 2, 3.
Wait, what
You
do we...
gotta, no, rock, paper, scissors, go.
If whoever wins gets to pick which twin they go talk to.
Yeah.
I don't want to pick. That's why I was hoping you would pick.
Okay. If I win, you gotta go talk to one of them. If you win, I gotta go talk to one of them.
I thought we're both going to talk to each of them.
Okay, that's what I said.
Okay, fine. All right, back to the original plan. All right, ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
You guys are terrible emotional support animals.
I win. All right, one round. Ready?
We're idiot support animals. Right? 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Fuck. Okay.
Gotta do it again.
Paper, scissors, shoot.
Shoot.
Okay. I feel like. Okay. All right. Last
One
one.
more time.
Rock.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh,
You win.
okay.
All right, and I just start walking out the door towards Azalia,
Okay.
and then I think about it. Wait, Alistair's pissed at Bjorn too.
Well, too late.
I don't want to go talk to that guy.
Too late. You already went towards Azalia.
I'm going to Azalia. Yeah, I'm going to Azalia.
You're gonna
So-
find me outside. I'm just like curled up with my arms around my legs and my wings completely surrounding me, and you just hear sobbing.
I'm really bad at emotional support. Why did I do this? I'm gonna walk over. Hey. I'm just gonna sit down next to her. Even though I can't see her, I just see a giant ball of wing.
I'll move my wings back and start wiping tears from my face. I don't understand why he doesn't want to find her.
I don't think it's that he doesn't want to. I think maybe just not through the weave mind.
But it's one chance. Growing up, we never had her. We had dad's stories. We could see his painting, but I mean, we never had a mom.
But now we know how to get you one.
We do because I asked. He's always been headstrong and smart about things and usually knows the answer. Don't ever tell him I said that. Don't ever mention it.
I have no
Look
point
at
of ever giving him any gratification.
But I know he's wrong on this. And I know there's a lot of other things going on. And a lot of information that I didn't even know existed in my little world, but this is our chance to see her again. First time. In real life, not just photos.
I'm gonna put a hand on Azalea's shoulder. You did. You did what you needed to do. I don't blame you for it. If it were my mom, I'd do the same. I'm sure there's
I'm gonna
layers and reasons. There are things he knows that none of us know about it, but it's your mom too.
Yeah. I just hope he comes around to seeing that. Thanks, by the way, for coming out here.
It is really pretty. We'll find your mom.
Look up at the sky. Yeah. We're gonna find my mom, and we're gonna save yours. And then we can go forward with saving the world. But they are our world. And they need to be saved too.
I hope we can. And Manon's gonna look up at the sky too. And sit quietly.
Do you mind just sitting here for just a little bit? You don't need to say anything, I just want a friendly face for company.
I wasn't planning on going anywhere unless you wanted me to. I don't mind sitting out here with you.
Thanks, Manon. We'll just sit out there for a while.
Okay, Bjorn, you try.
Good luck.
Good luck, buddy.
Go here. Alistair, where you at?
He went outside, he took flight and found the tallest point that he could in that entire city and is perched up there.
Good luck,
gotcha.
Bjorn.
Literally
God
on
damn
a
it.
roof. Like, tallest point.
Batman style.
Oh, hell yeah.
Bjorn has spent a number of years finding advantageous points to not only scout targets, but also brood after memory. So he's like, if I was brooding and could fly, I would like to spend a little bit of time as much as possible to get to Alistair.
I would say that he's probably positioned himself where he is on the opposite side of where you guys would have been, just so that way he can't even see you guys. He doesn't want to look over there right now. So I would say it might not be the easiest to find him. Like if there's like a, let's say there's like a spire on the top of this thing, like he would be like back against it. Like just sitting there. Up to Joe though.
No, I mean, yeah, you're good.
I'm gonna climb up a little bit because I don't have wings, so I would go to the point that I would brood and kind of speak to the ether because maybe I don't see Alistair. Like you said, I'm not the simple man I was, but being simple, I thought you were the son of the god of knowledge. And with that in mind, you're acting pretty fucking dumb.
Did you cross waterways or anything? Because I literally like the highest point in the city, and I don't know if that's over by where we're staying. I'm gonna defer to DM here.
What's the question?
I'm looking for literally the highest point. Right now it's the world map, but I was looking for like the highest point in the city.
So highest point is going to be right here on this tower. I don't know if you can see my
Yeah, so
thing.
I'm there.
And Bjorn, you wouldn't be able to reach it because you'd need wings to get up there.
I don't know
Yes,
if you crossed
so I
water
will-
or not.
I realized that he...
Sorry, I was asking if you stayed over where we were, or did you cross that way?
I stayed where we Well, I would have.
That's why I'm like,
I'm trying
see
to
if
find
I
you.
hear it or not.
I'm trying to find you. I'll roll to try and get in your general vicinity.
That's why I'm asking. I'm just double checking.
Sure, you can give me an investigation check.
Okay.
I'll even say, because that looks really steep, I would probably be more down here where it's flatter on that part then.
17.
Stealth check from Alistair.
Why is there no brooding?
Fail that.
It's not an emo stat. An angsty stat.
I am the night.
Yeah, that's a 12.
12. Yeah, I mean you can spot him at the highest tower.
I would climb as high as I could
Okay.
because I know I can't fly. And brood and say what I said.
Okay. You can only make it up to like the bridge here before like the rest of it's off limits. And if you start to try to climb in on the outside, immediately like some soldiers are gonna just like look at you. Either you get off the side or we'll get you off the side.
Okay, I'll follow OSHA regulations. Ye old OSHA.
You are unable to reach him.
I yell exactly what I said.
Would I be able to hear him from there?
If he screams really, really loud and makes it where the city can kind of hear him, yeah, you can hear him.
I'm just like, hey, what's your name?
Fuck you! My name's Alistair! Fuck you, Alistair!
You better not say it! He doesn't reply. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about Bjorn's opinion, honestly.
Okay.
Not in this particular situation.
Okay.
If you can see him at all, he actually like shifts and moves like further that way out of your line of sight.
I realize I'm not going to get any response. And I will start walking back towards the rest of the group, but I will say one thing really loudly, which is, you're so cautious. Don't forget life while you're being so cautious. Don't forget what matters while being so cautious and thinking of the bigger picture.
For the record, it was more than one thing.
You know, Ben, things like this is why it makes it hard to love you.
I know. I hate myself too. All right. No reply.
Okay.
Swear to God, if Bjorn comes back and Manon's like, you did what? You said what?
Okay.
We're trying to be supportive.
As the night progresses,
Well, Batman was about it.
Bjorn, you have no. It doesn't seem to be working. Alistair has kind of the advantage to kind of get away from you. But the night gets late. As you progress, you start to get tired. Candle making has really tired you out. You know, using spirits to kind of move through you has really kind of really drained you of a life force of sorts.
Sucked it out of me.
You really burned the candle at both ends.
Double dipped, as some would say.
With the time that it is, everyone notices that if you guys stay up any later, you will not be able to get a long rest before you leave. Knowing that you have to be up very early in the morning.
Not a lot there.
What the fuck?
You'll not be able to get it.
You will not be able to get a long rest if you stay up any later, knowing that you have to be very early to leave. Why is it cutting out?
By the way, while all the interventions are going on, I am going to help Nova basically pull like one of the pull like, I don't know, a pillow and like shove, open the seam and shove the head of the staff inside of it,
Yeah.
and wrap that up some more in
We're
another
gonna go.
sheet,
We're gonna put it in a closet somewhere.
Yep. and put it in the bottom of a wardrobe.
I just imagine there's a giant mound of laundry and there's just two glowing eyes through it. It's like a fucking creepy looking.
So that's what we've been doing through all of this.
Yeah, we were trying to put
Muffling
it
it as best we can until we can figure out what the fuck it is.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
How dare you two be functional during this MTV real life episode?
Oh, we just, I mean, I don't know about Nova, but I just associate very well.
I'm gonna
going on?
I'm gonna stay up on the couch. One, because I can't really sleep, and two, I want to make sure that literally we have a full team tomorrow.
I definitely fell asleep outside crying.
Okay. And I'm
It was
assuming,
like-
Alistair, you're going to stay out on the tower?
I'll carry her to
Shake my
bed.
head and curl up in bed with Biscuit and wonder what I've
Okay.
gotten myself into with these
He
people.
spent more than a few nights outside. This
Okay.
was nothing new for him, so he's going to sleep out there.
Okay.
I would have been up until I have to take my 4-hour trance.
And Manon, you don't go to sleep?
Oh boy.
I think if he doesn't come back at some point, she will fall asleep reading Puma Duke.
All right. Whether you fight it or not, eventually you all eventually go to sleep, whether resenting to do so or not. If you need to hit your long rest buttons, you can.
Okay.
A vision does hit a few of you, not all of you this time. Not a very fun one, but the same across the board between a few of you. Between Manon, between Roneen, and between Nova. You'll get the similar vision, not knowing that you have the similar vision. You see 3 towers. Avrant, Fae, and Shadow. Each of you sees a different perspective. Roneen, you see one, unable to discern which one it is, but you see one being sucked into the depths as these tendrils kind of grab it like a long arm and just starts sucking into the depths. Nova, you see another one. You assume the Feywild. You see someone standing there, waiting at the top. Long ginger hair, holding a very, 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 what would be considered an oversized long blade. Like almost impossibly able to wield one-handed. Just patiently waiting as the full moon is hanging out over. Almost like the most beautiful scenery for such a dark moment. Manon, you see that what Slick does works. He's able to get through to Dahlia. But then they stare at something that you can't see, blurred from your vision. And then you blink as time passes, as they are in an endless sleep, unable to wake up. The long rest is past. You woke up into the morning, whether you want to or not. Your ye old alarm clock goes off. As a knock on the door approaches. Good morning. Are we awake? I was to retrieve you. Are we ready?
I'll open the door because I fell asleep in the main area. Oh, sorry, Roneen. If you want to go for it.
No, you'll get there first. You're right. I'll follow behind. Over your shoulder and look at them.
As you see,
Around you, actually, you're taller.
a male sea elf, very, very elongated, finned ears, bald. He is carrying several pieces of weaponry on his back, but he's specifically holding a cloth weapon in his hand. Greetings. I believe you were Manon?
Yeah.
First off, I am to deliver the sword as he passes you over the scimitar that's been created for you.
I take it and unfold it.
It looks almost exactly the same as before, but it is sharp pristinely, and the blade itself is black, but the carving into it is almost sapphire. Almost like the lightning can't be contained within the blade.
Thank you. And I put it in my bag. My magical bag of holding.
And I am hoping that we are ready. I was instructed to retrieve you all. Lord Silic is at the ready.
We're missing one.
Hike my pack over my shoulder. Xenon, come back.
I don't think so. I didn't see him.
Alistair, if you're outside in your wake, you do see at the tower that you guys portaled in, you do see Silic at the distance as he is assembling some soldiers together.
I'll just glide down over there because I know that's where we're gonna end up.
Okay. You see him. He has battle armor on that you haven't seen him wear before. He's got what looks like a spiritual sword on his back and another sword on his side. Excuse me. You're alone?
Yeah, I'm sure the others are coming soon.
All right.
How far away is he?
How far is he from the hotel?
Yes.
If we break it down to miles, probably about 2 miles away.
Much farther than anything I can do. Much farther than message range.
Oh, gotcha.
I look back at Bjorn and raise an eyebrow. I thought you went to talk to him.
You've met them.
I sent you to talk to him.
He's got wings. He got away.
Talk to him.
It's true, she
I
flew
didn't
away.
say I'd make him listen.
I brush past them both. There's no talking to him. He'll come around when he's ready. I'm sure he's already there, and I just walk out the door.
He will just point at Azalia and follow her out.
Shrug and follow Azalia.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay. Nova, you're going?
I'll close the door behind us.
Okay. All right.
Did we leave the staff?
Oh, we did grab the staff.
We left the staff.
Yes. No, I would have picked it up as I walked past.
No. We don't.
All the bed sheets.
We hid it in the closet. You don't know where it is.
No, if she asks, I will tell her.
Okay. So then Azalia does have the staff.
But it's wrapped up in a pillow. If it will.
Yes, it's wrapped up in a pillow.
You guys
Dirty laundry.
make your way outside as he gestures you to his private vessel. Probably holds about 20 at max. If we're all ready, let's head off. He has a couple men just start sweating. As you do see in the distance, you do see next to Silic, you do see a familiar tiefling with feathered wings standing there awaiting.
Just stare at him as we approach.
On the right over there.
Psychic daggers.
No, he is.
No, but
Oh, you don't get to play party mom
No.
now.
no.
Armor.
Last campaign.
I'm just
Well,
staring.
While we're
He's not
riding
even
over
looking at you
there,
guys.
Nova would nudge Manon and be like, "Well, at least we'll go somewhere where there's less water."
Oh,
He attaches the boat to the dock. He helps anybody who
give her
needs to
a
get off
nod.
the boat. Silk just looks, all right. Looks like we're all here. We all ready?
for certain values.
I nod and don't even look in Alistair's direction.
I glance at Alistair and I guess nod back.
He's gonna make an insight check on all you fuckers.
Nice.
That is a 17. He's gonna look, and he's gonna look at Manon. He's gonna look at a few of you. Is there something that we need to talk about before we head out? We gotta make sure our heads are on right.
My poker face isn't really good. I immediately glance between Azalia and Alistair, and I'm like, I'm ready.
We're fine. We can go.
All right.
Families are complicated.
Silic pulls out something he's been hiding. He pulls out a necklace out with a sapphire pendant on it, as it looks like it has something tied to it. As you see another person join the group, as you do see Nyx join. Silic looks your lead as she just grabs onto it, and she just puts her hand out as she immediately just starts creating a sigil into the wall, and then really creates a portal that you just start seeing like a black smoke come out of. So I can't be prettier, but we're gonna go directly into the throne room. I can only do this for a little bit until they notice that the portal's there. So
She says that, and I step through.
let's go. As Silic starts leading on, hoping as he looks back that Manon is following. And that if he needs to, he puts out his hand just in case.
She shakes her head and just takes a deep breath and like cracks her neck and walks through.
And then he makes sure everybody goes through as he follows through. As the portal closes, as immediately you get just like your eyes are adjusting, as you immediately open up your eyes as you hear words at first. Who is that? Who's there? Arms at the ready. Protect the queen. As immediately swords and shields immediately get to the ready as you open up yourself into a throne room. Well,
this looks familiar.
Ah, yes.
And that's where we're going to end it off.
Dun dun dun.
Welcome to the Shadowfell.
A beautiful throne
You
room!
survived the experience.
I hope you guys like the redecorating I did.
Very purpley.
Purpley.
Very murder.
Oh, look, I put 2 thrones in there. I'm so considerate.
And they're the same size.
Size doesn't matter.
Same size. I'm a charitable queen. I treat my husband good.
You were banned.
Just after about
You
it.
threw him out of the Shadowfell.
Shadowfell.
The Shadowfell.
The Shadowfell.
It was the first. All good.
You threw him out of the actual realm.
I said I treat him good. I didn't say I treat him good all of the time, apparently. So
Right? Apparently.
You got some weird statues, my friend.
So
they build character.
Brand.
as we ended off there, next session, you guys will deal with the soldiers as Silic will head up with Nyx assisting him to deal with the threat at hand. So,
Here we go.
Excellent.
See you next time.
so
Because the last Silic
Next
Nyx
time.
versus Dahlia fight ended so well for her.
Well,
with that, a couple things. One is we'll have that next Tuesday, but because we can't, it'll probably be difficult to do parallel things at once. We'll probably separate it off in 2 sessions. One with the main group dealing with this, and Silic and Nyx dealing with Dahlia and her shadow spawn at a separate session. So stay tuned for those. Also with possible updates to another session that might be going on. We'll post on the socials about that. That being said, everybody have a fantastic night, and we will see you next time. Good night.
Bye, Internet World.